continue speaking?
Can you continue speaking?
Okay. I'm fiddling around with the audio mixer.
Alright.
No, it doesn't want to open, never mind. Alright, video previews up. Yeah, Mumble's on its max. Hello. I've considered getting a bot in Discord that automatically retweets, or actually automatically puts in my announcement that to retweet, so I don't have to put it in Discord as well.
That'd be nice.
Hey Jortan, Zone, Cairo, Water, Jortan again, I can't... Vuhayu. This music is really good so far. I've only heard about 1 minute of the soundtrack, but it's pretty solid. At here. Twitch link is pinned. There we go. How are all the volume? Hello Chocobo. Feel free to join if you like, Chocobo. I stopped spamming you with messages because I realised that sometimes you didn't really like playing. Let's go play 7v7 THG server. That sounds like fun. Are all the volume levels and stuff good, by the way? Hi, Piri. Hello, Lovemar. What's wrong? Hi, Karen.
77.
Again. 77. Yeah, but it's the THG server, so it'll refill, hopefully.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant, like, Prolander.
I don't have any... Volume's pretty good. I don't have anything particularly against Prolander. I found out that they have, like, a massive prize pool. So if they're making a league, like, competitively with a huge prize pool that people want to play, that's massive. I don't care. I give a crap about the game mode is. Sick
Yeah,
level classic. Cool. Yeah. It's just like, I went on the Reddit and it was like, yeah, you can join this... Oh, I'm playing with Machina. You can play in this league for like 5... I have no HUD. Why do I have no...
Yeah, I see that. I think you might need to die.
Nah, it's alright. I'll just play without a HUD. It's like a frag video. Hello, Satania. I don't need a HUD anyway. All I need to do is miss every shot in the video game. Be perfectly fun.
Do you even have like a... Like, do you see your scope and your...
I can see my last damage dealt on the screen. Like, that's pretty great. I'm also like really tired as a result of me trying to farm double time in Osu earlier and drinking far more caffeine than I should have. And as a result, all that caffeine is worn off and I am now dead to the world. No HUD, sick frag movie stream. Yeah. You're also really quiet, Lagmar.
Am I?
Yeah, you're doing that thing where you start and it's like...
Oh yeah.
I don't know how much HP I've got. That might be an issue. Maybe I shouldn't use the Machina. You see, it's a better frag video if you don't see
I don't know why I always forget to turn the gain up.
Gain. You see, every time you say that, it always confuses me. I think you say game, and every single time. Oh well. A wonderful game. Good evening, Sleepy Woolen. I feel absolute trash. Have you ever? Wait, where is it? I drank like half of this. Farming double time in Osu, and I'm getting to the point that I can nearly pass Cold Green Ice double time, which is like 7.4 stars, 8 AR like 10.4 or whatever the fuck it is. If I like, I'm single tapping it. So basically, fast man plays fast video game. Will he improve one day? Who knows? But oh, my HUD's back. All I had to do was nothing. I didn't die or anything. Oh, I died.
You died.
Well,
yeah, because
I don't really...
PugChamp is like that.
I'm not really in the mood to play Sniper as a warm-up, considering I feel so... You like this loadout? You might recognize it. Thank you for the auto-host, Darty. That could be an emote. Sleepy Woolen probably will be one day. Good evening. Hello, 7. 7-7. TV size expert. Double time hidden. But yeah... I'm a little deaf. I have a nice can of appetizer, so that will keep me happy. But sure.
Wait, did you overwrite your like 100 or 280 PP play?
Did I?
Because your top play is 170 or 270.
My top play
I thought you had like a 280 or something like that.
I did.
Oh shit.
I think I overwrote my good Osu play, Lifemart.
Oh my.
Oh no, what a world we live in. You should go to bed, maybe you have to get up at 5:30, Jordan. What's that? But yeah, I was playing a bunch of double time maps just because I was bored. And death awaits us all in the world of caffeine abusion. I can even wiggle my mic like this so it looks nice and professional. Look at that. Hello. Is that stabby stabby? It's stabby stabby, but English and caffeine deprived. I might even want to turn down the gamma on my monitor just so my eyes don't like singe. You can join me soon. Oh, nice. It's worth the Woolen stream. One new cooking video will be coming out. I still want to feel like it's a good idea to just do that as like a subscriber mark. Or maybe I could do it to announce a new Pokemon. Sonic Mania is a good game. I haven't played it. Apparently everyone loves it, and the soundtrack so far has been pretty glorious. Oh.
Oh wow, you have 13,000 subs now. Last time I saw you had like 11,000.
I've had 13,000 for the last like 5 months, like what?
Huh.
My channel doesn't grow very large. That's
yeah, I know, but
you,
like the last time I looked at your sub count, it was at your 10,000 sub video.
My 10,000 sub video was nearly a year ago, Lifemar.
Yeah, I know. It was over a year ago.
It's taken me over a year to get 3,000 subscribers. What a world we live in.
Hey man, it's taken me over a year to get like 40.
Yeah, but remember that I'm meant to have a relatively medium-sized channel, and I've been overtaken by everyone. I stopped caring a while ago, though.
Well, I make mediocre content, so I should have like millions.
Easy billions. I was really surprised. I like randomly got 100 the other day, and I don't know why. And I don't know if it was like the Pokemon video. I don't know if me doing a Pokemon gameplay put me in a bunch of new people's feeds, and they got really excited about it. Did you kill me from mid-air?
Yeah, I did.
The guy in the Discord sounds like Stabby. Knifemark, can you say what's his catchphrase?
Hi, I'm Stabby. I stab things. I like to stab people. I like to get my knife and jam it into their backs.
No, you should probably say like, oh, what are we listening to? Oh yeah, Ratata. I have nothing against Stabby. I like his music taste. That's my only concurrent opinion. Is he a good guy? Is he like?
Yeah, he's like a generally nice guy.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, like every time I've been on a stream, he's just been like generally kind of positive. And,
he's quite a chillax kind of guy. I think that's the world.
He smokes a lot of the marijuana, so that's why.
Smoke a lot of
no, he definitely does. Because I remember I watched his a stream of his on April 20th one year, like last year, and he was so unbelievably stoned. Like it was horrible. Like he could barely operate his mouse and keyboard properly.
Hey Woolen, hey Supug. 13,000 subs. Not on Twitch, not on Twitch. God no. If I had 13,000 subscribers on Twitch, I could easily just stream once a month, and you'd make several times the average wage. 13k on Twitch. That's what would 13k 13,000
like
times 2.5.
That's
like
about
30k. Yeah, I probably be eating slightly better. I haven't got any food in my house, so as a result, I basically just ate 4 eggs earlier. Also, hello.
Nice. I came home and made a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
I don't have any bread. Sorry I'm a bit behind on the chat. Hello, Ego. Hello, everyone who joined the last 5 minutes. Hello, close surf, let's say. Oh. If you streamed once a month with 13,000 subscribers, you'd get 13,000 resubs on that one stream. They will in his natural habitat, also has a good haircut now. Hey, Vexo, I've had my haircut for like a week and a half or 2 now, haven't I?
Nah, just like a week.
Only like a week? Time goes really, really slowly when you do literally nothing.
It really does.
Okay. That's not 20 minutes.
Hello.
Hello.
I haven't had enough time to... Really?
I'm gonna like leave and I can rejoin in 20 minutes.
Well, how are you people?
Very good, I played sixes today.
That's good.
Very well. I had fun.
Sixes with, sorry? Have I asked you?
Oh, and it was a trial.
Are you trialing mid or high?
It was a team that's undecided what division to go. So
but is it between those two?
Yeah.
Presumably scout, right?
Yeah.
Oh, congrats. How did you do?
I fucking pounded, dude.
Oh, good.
28 to 6 with like 350 DPM on scout, you know?
That's pretty good.
You
best hope that they go
the
high.
other team.
Did your team win?
Yeah, we 6-1.
I'm not gonna 1v1 milkshake. As a soldier, are you nuts? You could easily kill me before I move. Okay, cool then. Are you gonna become the next 6v6 pro?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Probably gonna start playing Highlander less after season 14.
You're gonna start.
When are you gonna start playing with Menti?
Start playing Highlander less. So I'm not a weeb, so like, I played a whole season with Menti. I'm Bloodis.
When are you gonna play Prem with Menti?
Season.
Was that when I was rostered?
No. Played all season with Menti and Bloodis in season 11. Highlander. Season 12.
Oh, Highlander. Wait, you were never on
whole
Moe.
season in Prem.
Oh, Phaler.
They played for Phaler.
Yeah, but that doesn't really count, does it?
Shut up. He came
No,
fourth in
not
Prem.
that you're not Prem, that you all were playing with Bloodus and Menti. That was more just Bloodus and Menti peeing around and Joe was friends with them. And they were friends with Joe. Are you a friend? You're a friend. I don't know. If you tell me Bloodus and Menti played on Phaler, I would not say they are Phaler players. They are Moe Q members. Proud members of the Highlander Season 8 third place winners. Excuse me. Thank you.
They used Uber. Watch out.
Yeah, I know. I was going to die. Oh god, the beggars. Hi ho. Hi Harvey. I've been alright, thank you. A little deaf. Very deaf now.
You still got those ear problems?
My ears are a bit better. I can hear like before it was like a 0, I guess like 0 100. It was actually more like 0 40, but you get the idea. One ear just did not work. Now it's more like 30 70. Like I can still, like my right ear now or whatever it was.
What's wrong with
I
your
just
ears?
sit and focus for a second. Which ear is broken? My right ear is a bit shitty, but it's maybe not. Maybe even like 60-40. My right ear is about 20% quieter than my left ear. It's not that big of a deal though. I can live with it.
Why is your ear so messed up?
They're just a bit dead. My ears like like a month ago or whatever. They were just I could not hear out of one of them. It was just like a constant fizz. And it's
That's not normal.
I think it was just earwax. I think that's what we figured out.
Clean your ears, Woolen.
That must have been what I did. I must have done that.
Use Q-tips. What the fuck?
What is
Every
a
day.
Q-tip? Every day?
Are you
It is
serious?
a Q-tip.
Yes, you clean your ears daily.
What?
It's a Q-tip.
Is a Q-tip what you put to like check if you're pregnant?
Oh my god. Okay, so. Oh man.
Good one.
I'm gonna have to explain my
Lizard,
brilliant American hygiene to you
Menti, not
Brits.
Menti, Menti.
So you get
Hey,
like this little stick,
Yeah,
and it has
I'm
cotton on the
streaming
ends
all
of
day.
it. Like it's a cotton
Oh.
swab.
That's a
It's
cotton
a cotton
bud.
swab.
Cotton bud.
Cotton bud.
Chickabow!
What is that
Hi,
called?
Woolen.
We're listening to the Sonic
Chickabow.
Mania OST after popular request.
It is amazing. You should definitely even buy it. It's only $20.
Yeah, apparently
Chickabow.
it's like, really good.
Do you know what a Q-tip is?
Yeah, Q-tip
It's a
is
cotton
cotton
bud.
swab.
Okay, exactly. I said Q-tip to these people, and they were like,
Wait,
What?
Well, I'm used to the generic version of it because it's like a trademark thing.
yeah, yeah,
Q-tip,
that is a
and
good
so
point. It
people
is kind of a
use-
trade
Yeah,
name.
Q-tip is
Yeah.
a trademark. Cotton swab is kind of
Yeah.
generic.
But they call it a cotton bud.
Yeah, because
I
we
think
don't
that's what
have
we call it.
Brancy. You just go into Boots and buy a pack of 200 for 50p, and it's just
Yeah.
you don't really look
200,
at it. It just
that's
says
it?
Boots
This
on the
does
front.
like.
What
Oh yeah.
200
We
sounds
just spend
about
like a couple bucks for like 1,000 of them, and just never buy any for like another year.
Couple-
Yeah, that's not
Bucks for
that's
a
not
pound.
necessarily more or worse value than 50p for 200.
I know, but that
can
means
use
that
once a
you'd
week.
like eventually run out of them in like a month or two.
Have you ever run out of cotton buds?
No.
Yeah, because you use them every day.
Do you?
I use
Yeah.
like one a week.
Really? Is this like a
I
thing
use
meant
them
to
after
do?
I shower
Yes,
How often
because
do you
like
clean your
to
ears?
clean my
I
ears.
just occasionally feel like I can't hear, so I like try and prevent that. Once
No
a week
wonder
is
you-
fine.
like, once a week
I've
is what
no-
I do.
when were you all taught to clean your ears with cotton buds? When was this like? I thought you were just meant to just just when
My
you
mum
feel like
always did it, so like
Your
my
mum
mum
did
would
it
like
for you.
back when I was little. My mum.
Is this
would
something my
get
mum
that,
should have done
like,
for me?
Maybe.
My
I
mum
don't
used to
know.
Yeah.
like comb
that's
my
why
hair
you're deaf
when I
now,
was like
because your mother
5.
didn't clean your ears with Q-tips.
She was like, oh, your hair's looking a bit scraggly today, and then I was like, stop this immediately, and then she was like, oh, okay, no worries. Is that the 2W
My dad,
Chickabow?
every day before I left to go to school when I was
yeah,
in like
that is
first
the
grade.
2W Chocobo. Hi.
2W.
That's
Wait.
the name of my American Highlander.
Do you need a
kid.
spy, or a sniper, or a scout, or a pirate, or a heavy, or a demo, or a medic, or an NG?
Might need a spy.
I can
but
put
you-
spy
you
in
can
North
spy.
American
Sniper.
Highlander at 1 a.m.
Spy.
Chocobo.
Yeah, I
What?
You
Wait,
can do
what
that?
division are you in?
I
platinum.
played with
Platinum.
I know
Right.
Porky wanted to play platinum, but there's
Yes.
there's no open
I'll
sniper
sub
spots in
for you.
platinum.
I'll sub for you.
headshotted.
got a sub?
Okay.
I
Oh my
can-
god, I guess I could bring both of
I'm
you
more
guys
than
in. I'll have to
willing
talk
to
with my
play
team
at
leader.
stupid times. I've merked for, was it Ryuk? Some guy, I think it was Ryuk, he used to get me to merc for his team a couple of times, and then I was like, wow, this is death. But also, I don't recognize any of these players. Probably because it's North America. This is a Q-tip. It's not going to
Yes.
be a pregnancy test, is it?
Man,
Oh,
I'll
yeah, those are just cotton
I'll
buds.
sub for you, my dude.
I don't need to sub. I can just champion of the world with you. I will.
Because
I will
they need a
run-
main.
I'll run the gun and then frag, and then you'll be like, oh, ho! and I'll be like, oh, as well, and
Haha!
friends will be had. I keep wondering who this sniper that's killing me is. It's no one but P-Diddle. Your EU spy, please. Oh, hello, Pijaka. I'm still gonna call you Pijaka because I can't pronounce Piachka. Piachka? Piachka?
Piachka?
I think
What?
it's Piachka.
I thought it was Pijaka.
No, I've just called it
Pijaka?
Pijaka because I can't pronounce it properly. I'm pretty sure it's actually Pichaka or Piachka. I just have difficulty for some reason in my head putting them together. You definitely should. You don't realize how much
I
guns
don't know,
in your ears.
Piachka sounds really cool.
Hello, Daniel.
Hi, Dan.
Hello.
We've got
I am a
Chocobo
gamer
with
Hi
us.
ready
Dan,
to game.
yo.
And it's the Sonic
Hi,
Media roasted as well, Daniel.
Hello, Daniel.
Hello, Procky.
I like this one. He does it right.
I'm not joining yet, by the way, because I'm downloading a 5 GB PUBG update.
Yeah, it's actually,
like
the game's only 6 gigabytes. They're just every time that they update any textures, you have to re-download the entire thing.
Have you ever seen? They've
I
added
also
a new
haven't played
town.
PUBG in like a long time. No.
Hey,
It's
They're adding
been
new
like a
weapons.
month.
That
Yeah, they added a,
folk and they
um,
added a whole new town.
The other day,
Yeah, they added a new
5.56 marksman's rifle, which does
Yeah,
low
the
bullet.
Mini 14?
I think it's like high bullet velocity but low damage or something.
But like
Badlands
something.
Highlander. This
It's
is
like
not Highlander. This is a
velocity, no
pub.
bullet drop.
You're not supposed to stick it in your ear. Yeah, if you put it all the way into your ear, doesn't that like kill you? Yeah, they're really
Yeah,
bad
you
for
don't
your
put
ears.
it
you don't do
directly
that,
into
yeah.
the ear canal.
And how the hell are you meant to
kind of
clean your
do-
ears without putting them in them? Clean
Give
your
it a
ear, just
wiggle,
don't
you know?
touch your ears with them. Just psychically
No,
it'll work.
no,
trust me.
look, okay, you can put it like
Whoops.
at the like edge of the end of your ear, but like don't go like don't put
Thanks,
it like
Porky.
3 inches into your fucking ear, because then you'll just die.
So how far in are you meant to
Like,
do
you'll
it?
actually
how do you know
die.
you're not? How do you know you're not going to like?
Well, personally, I
Crush
just
yourself.
like I just get the
Engineer, turn
entire
around,
Q-tip and put the
please.
entire
Red
thing in my ear,
engineer.
and then I have to like get it out with tweezers, and then everything's fine.
Our red engineer was just
Okay.
standing still and ignored the scout behind him capping.
Isn't that great?
Badlands is an awful map, isn't it?
It's not.
Yes, it is.
That's a nice looking
Is
gun.
it like pub?
Oh, Snowplow, is that the good one? Or
No,
did I
that's
just
the
wait for
map
the
that
ba-
was too confusing for
Oh, I
players.
just voted the bad one. The nice one's Snow Swizzle. Yeah, you can hurt yourself.
Snow
You mean
Swizzle?
Snowy Coast?
Snowy Coast, that's the one I like. This map,
Yeah,
this
Snow
server just-
Swizzle.
Let's vote for Egypt.
Snow
then.
Pal or Egypt? What the f-
I still don't
How
know the
is-
difference between Egypt and Lakeside in my mind. If I just see an Egypt map, I just call it Egypt. I never can remember to call it
I-
Lakeside.
Die on the rollout. Change teams. Okay, thanks.
Wait, how?
Ian.
You were playing
Just
Sniper.
all balance me and to like your team. We're on the same team now.
What? Oh.
Daniel got me respect for being AFK.
Bye bye going to E. Bye.
Nice, dude.
pub.
I haven't even tabbed into TF2 yet.
You love anime, but it's fantastic. Get farmed, kiddo. This song's got a man speaking in it. Nice aimbot, Porky.
Should read the description.
Kill streak's active. That's your kukri. That did not help at all. I thought I'd give it a go. My F doesn't work for that. You would screenshot it and tell Woolen to make that. Why is Procky so edgy? Because he lives up north.
Edgy? You call me edgy?
Vexo?
I'm like the least edgiest sniper thing in the world.
Excuse me,
Not
you
gonna
play
lie.
sniper. That's all it takes.
It's
You-
implied
does-
at that point.
It is implied. That or you have to be like not from up
It's-
north, because that's
It
where
also
Northerners
makes you're a
live.
giant homo.
I mean, Porky is, but that's nothing related to him playing sniper. He just happens to be. It's just part of his.
Oh, they made Tommy guns now, like
Tommy guns
world
now just.
spawnables.
It's a world spawn, and I think you can buy a. I think you can find a barrel magazine for it that makes it as big as it used to be.
Magazine?
So by
Magazines
default,
on-
it's way
yeah.
smaller. Yeah, they made it a
Oh,
stick
okay.
magazine by default, so it wouldn't be overpowered.
But vertical foregrip on is nice at least.
it would make it usable. Basically, the Tommy Slab is like pointless right now.
Tommy Slav? Hello?
Tommy gun, you know what I mean. The Tommy gun in PUBG is useless, but then they're
It's
making
still
it useful.
kind of is.
It's useless because at that point in the game where you find a drop, you probably have an AR, and the AR is always better than a Tommy gun, I make sure.
Yeah.
If you want to run SMG, just use the UMP, the best gun in the entire game. Why can I not hit the gun? I'm not hitting many shots. I got one air headshot at the start, and that's it. You run a black veil and a black rotation sensation. That is true. Your sniper loadout is a little edgy. You can't really see his face,
Well,
so you've
like-
got to hide it. Have they taken your side?
Loadout, so it must have been a good loadout.
What, you mean wearing the default hat followed by the villain's veil painted
Not
black,
the default
pink,
hat.
white? It's basically the man
This is my hat.
Manco
My
hat.
veil isn't even painted.
No, the Manco
Oh, God,
hat is
hello.
great if everybody
Well-
else wears it as well. It's really stupid
Play
if just
Scout
you
for a
are
bit.
wearing a Manco
Good
cap.
idea to play Scout just a little bit. Probably
What'd you
not
just
the
say?
best time to play Sliver.
Like if you
I'm 45
just
so
if
good.
you yourself are the only one on the team wearing a Manco hat, you look
yes, turn
stupid
around.
with it. But if everyone on the team is wearing it, it looks a lot cooler. And I remember that because
That's so stupid.
But no, it's still cooler because I remember I was on a team where Woolen, wasn't it?
I played a Highlander team where we all wear the Manco cap.
Yeah,
we
we
all
all
wore-
wore the Manco cap.
That was
Yeah.
at UGC then, wasn't it? You
Yeah, I
played
think
with
it
me
was
on
UGC
Stack.
because yeah, I was only ringing for you whenever you needed me.
ringing.
But yes, I know it's in the cool with noise porky when I say it.
Do you also like to main and lead?
Yes.
Practice clan.
Yes.
So wait, no,
I
not
may-
main. We say main. What do you say? You say starter?
Do you like to
Starter?
practice clan war?
All right, Chikaruta.
When I say like main, it makes me think of like fighting games in which you main a character.
Yeah, in Tier
rather
2 you
than
main a spy, but you can be the main spy. So you're a
the
main.
main. Yeah, see
I
that's
think it's
what
just
main
kind of implied
starter.
that you main the class that you're maining for the team, but that isn't always the case. Excuse me. Death to you.
Main.
I killed myself. But it's playing Green Hill Zone, so it's
That's not
totally
good.
cool.
Green Hill Zone is great.
Have they changed it at all? Is it like it's like a bit more tooty? Gotta go fast. Yeah, I can hear some toots in there. Does anyone know? It's Appletizer by a Coke company. Yeah, does anyone know if Coca-Cola wants to sponsor one TF2 streamer and just give them infinite Appletizer?
I would.
You'd sponsor me. I mean, 'cause I like Appletizer. If they're willing to give me like a lifetime supply of it, be alright. And saying Appletizer is better than, you know, Capella or whatever their rivals are. Who are rival sparkling apple juice companies? J2O? Are they not owned by Coke? Oh,
Probably.
Sparkling apple juice.
that was wild. I shot him with my gun, but then he killed me with his knife.
I
That
tend
was
to
your
have that around
zone.
New Year's for some
You're
reason.
in chat.
Spark-
Good stab, the denied zone. Yeah.
The pirates called me Dead Ringer Noob because I was rotating our spawn, and then I walked out with spawn, and he had his back.
Coke sponsored by my friend.
Backstabbed him.
Apple flavored carbonated water is heaven. I don't like flavored water.
Sponsored by tap water.
flavored water's okay.
Crunchy.
I feel like if you can have juice, just have juice. If you can have water, just have water. The middle zone for me is just uncomfortable. I think it might just be because I never grew up with it. Whenever I had it, it was like, I always wanted juice, and it was the only thing available, and it's always just a little bit off. It's not as juicy as I want it to be, it's always a bit too watery. And then when I want water, it just tastes of, like, sugar, and it should be cold, but it's... Oh, I don't know, it's an awful place to find yourself in. Hello, MVP. It was a face stab. No, that was a backstab. I turned and everything. I'm death on wild, though. I should Trogdor. I think I should play, like, a projectile class or something. The lack of caffeine in my body is not allowing me to turn my arm and click on them. Because
I feel like I really, really, really need to take a nap.
I've never had a nap.
Same.
They're nice. You should take them.
I think it's.
I
think
like
it's
to
an
have
American
siestas.
thing. Am I using the
Is
flag?
it?
No, it's a
Bloody
tire.
I thought it was just a
versus
human
thing.
No,
thing.
like
Like you just sleep at night. That's what I thought. If you're tired, you
Yeah,
can
but
just
like,
sleep at night.
then if you get tired, you just like
Yeah, but
sleep
you think
for
a lot of stupid
when I'm
things.
tired
15
during
minutes
the day,
and
it's
then
just
wake
like
up and then you're like
drink a
refreshed
coffee.
and all happy. Yeah, but that's why you have a caffeine addiction and you're
I have a caffeine
terrifying
addiction
human
because when
being.
I was like 14, I worked in a uniform shop and drank 5 or 6 black coffees a day that were instant and like really bad quality, but also I kept packing the
Look,
caffeine. And then I kind of.
Well, and there's a reason that
live without
you
My body
that you
is
say
deaf.
ho 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 and other people don't,
Caffeine addiction.
and it's because you have a caffeine addiction. Yeah,
Caffeine addiction's actually like pretty shit though.
it really is.
Oh. Well, that's alright.
So I woke up like an
Nothing is
hour and 30
everything.
minutes too late this morning,
He's using Mad Milk,
and
so
like
you've been naming your
I
Mad
had
Milk
like my
voice
face
milk.
was covered in like
Wait.
crust because I had been congested all night. It was fucking disgusting,
Yeah.
and and my throat was sore and it wasn't fun. And I just generally felt like shit all day.
But napping is wasting
I
your
don't
I'm
like
not
allergies or
You're
whatever.
asleep, you're not doing something productive, you're just existing.
Sleeping is
It's like
extremely
30 or it's like
productive.
15 minutes of napping. You don't
That
take like
doesn't- How-
3 hour naps.
How's 15? Do you have to like take
It
all your
makes
clothes
a
off?
huge difference.
No, you just like jump in your bed and just
Like
like
fully clothed.
for like 15
You
minutes.
get into
Yeah.
your bed fully clothed,
If I did that, I would just sleep for like hours. Like, what?
Yeah, but that's a you problem. But like, do you know,
Like it
see
takes
the
a very
ads about people when
disciplined
you're
person to
tired
be
when
able to
you're
take a
driving?
nap.
What's the slogan? It's like sip something sleep. Stop
Sip.
sip. It's a stop sip sleep.
I've
If you're
never
tired,
heard of this slogan.
it's tired when you're driving. You stop, have a sip of coffee, have a 10-minute nap.
must be an
Naps are a
Irish
part
thing.
of daily life. I feel like
No,
if
that's if
I'm-
you're like driving late at night and start to feel
yeah, if you're
that's
tired
what you
late
should
at
do.
night, you're meant to pull over at the hard shoulder
Stop,
and have
get
like a nap.
Get a sip of
The
coffee
hard
and
shoulder?
Like
What
That's-
is that?
Oh yeah, you do that when you're learning to drive, don't you? They're like, you should.
the line inside the line.
Yeah. You feel like a
Oh,
smelly
the
scout
hard
'cause
shoulder. I
you have
know
a-
what you mean now.
Yeah,
You have a Lenny in one of your
compared to the
weapons
soft
names.
shoulder.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
you get me.
Hi, chick.
Yeah,
as well,
I thought
maybe
that like
Hello.
the hard shoulder was like some strange place in the UK.
When you're on the motorway, instead of it all
wouldn't
being
have said
straight,
hard
there's
shoulder, I would
sections
have
that you don't have
said
to go on to.
petrol station.
Yeah, petrol
Yeah,
station
that, yeah.
works.
Gas station.
Hard shoulders meant you're meant to go if like your brakes
Americans.
break. Do you see that air blast? Like how
Yeah.
air
Gasoline
blasted and it went to
Was
the
that
top
you?
right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird as
But
well.
it's caught on stream, so everyone can like clip that, slow down, and look back at it in the future. And be
It can
like,
be
just
saved for
saw it
posterity.
someone can send that to Valve and Sigisilev. Even though Sigisilev has video showing why it is, how to fix it, and questioning why Valve hasn't fixed it yet. Hello, Chickabow.
Hello.
Good vibrations. Should I ask, or
All of my medic strangers
Are
are
they
named after
references to
Beach Boys
songs?
songs. They're
Yeah.
Beach Boys songs.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a song.
it sounded like a Beach Boys song? I thought for a second though it might have been like a dirty reference.
They're all from Pet Sounds, which is a really good album,
Album.
that you should listen to. Album.
You see, I like the Beach Boys, but
I
I,
like
don't know the
Pet
names of
Sounds.
any of their songs. If you show me a song, I could like this
Here,
is
do
me
a
with all
thing.
music. But if you show me a song, I can say that that's by a band. But if you ask me 4 songs by a band, I probably won't be able to do anything. I needed ammo.
You won't be very good on Pointless.
No, I'd be awful on Pointless. I'd be
Yeah, same.
I'd be crap at any like common sense. Oh wait. Streamlabs, are you gonna work today? Streamlabs works. Look at this. Wait, give us a sec.
Woo!
You should replay that sub from
Yeah,
yesterday.
that's what I just did. So this was a sub that was on
did you?
yesterday, but Streamlabs was dead, so I had to disable it in OBS. Otherwise, it just said connection lost. Oh, well, tell us when you're streaming on Twitch. I'll be streaming probably in the next like minute or two. You'll have to come and check on the stream though. Hello. You just finished 2 scrims and you have duty demos, but you have no idea how to upload them. Sonic Coaster, yeah. Go on to
Mania,
any-
I'm assuming.
No, yeah. What
I'll check
is
them
a
out.
good
Hello.
modern? Go away. Go away. Go on to what's a popular is Solarlight the server? I don't know. Yeah, he is. Go on to what's a popular small file uploading site? What's the max on Discord? Like 2 meg or
Zippy
something?
Share.
Zippy Share?
I just... Yeah, Zippy Shares I know is used a lot.
Wasn't there like loads of anime ones that people used for torrents, but they were also really usable for loads and loads of regular files because the site you just dragged them in and you could upload like a gigabyte of their shit. What was it?
I just drop
I
that
don't
shit
remember,
because
like
then I can keep track of it.
.se or something. They all had like really dodgy names.
Yeah,
Hump.
I just use Dropbox.
Dropbox works. Have you got Dropbox or any reputable image uploading website? Or, file
My
uploading website that
Dropbox
works?
is just like 3 versions of Melee.
Are you talking about how to upload a demo?
Oh god, hello. No, but he's got
He
a demo
wants to
that's too
upload a
big.
demo.
He's got a demo that's
Oh.
too big for the Discord.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
put
use
it in
just
a
use
raw
push.
file.
Use push.
Push would work.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot
Push
you
works
can upload
perfectly.
lines to Push.
If you have
Push.
there you go, man in chat at this
Push
point.
is
Hell
really
yeah.
good.
Abdo? Yeah, it was Abdo. Just zip
Yeah,
them
Abdo
and
was
shove them onto
saying
a
that
file
in the
upload
Discord.
site.
He
There's
had
so many.
no demo.
I don't even think you have to zip a demo file.
No, but
on
it
push.
compresses them.
I mean, it does, but
So
like
it's a
you
smaller
don't
file
need.
size. So it's faster to upload and faster to download.
But what if it ruins one of his frags by decompressing it wrong?
That's not how zip files work. The chance of it
But it's
not
all. But that's how
working
jokes
is...
work, though.
Excuse me, this is a very serious Team Fortress 2 stream, and I will not appreciate anyone making jokes or tomfoolery live.
Are you done now?
Penis.
Yeah, I'm done now.
Thanks.
Thank you. Oh. You started Zelda Ocarina of Time on an N64 emulator on Android, you're not really liking the experience. Probably because you're playing it on a phone emulator.
Phones are not gaming consoles.
Phones aren't gaming consoles for the N64
What if it's a
either.
tablet, you people?
Would
Look,
you like
I
to
had
play
a I had an
Ocarina of
Would
Android
you
Time
play-
tablet
yeah,
called the
it's flat?
Nvidia Shield tablet, and it came with I got a controller for it, and that thing was a fucking emulating beast.
Yes, because
Okay.
it has a controller, not just the screen on his phone.
Yeah.
This is a serious Christian stream. You're in the UK, you're not
CFG
sure if
just went
soda
live
drinks.
as well. It made me sad.
You're not sure if it's true that soda drinks have AIDS. It was posted on Facebook. Are you feeling alright, Simon? Is there something you want to tell us about? I'm fairly certain that you can't contract a sexual disease from... I mean, unless, like, someone with it...
Just
sure you
contracts
can.
it. Yeah, just drinking it won't give it to you.
I mean, it
Can you
depends on
contract-
like where the
contract
drink was
AIDS from a
dispensed
toilet
from.
You can contract everything from a toilet seat.
No, you
Yeah.
can't.
You can get a job contract from a toilet seat. Hello.
You can get pregnant from a toilet seat if you're a man.
Hello.
You can't get any STD
Where's
from
this
toilet
medic?
seats.
No?
Look, if you're
can't get any
this
STD
one
from toilet seats.
this one guy
No. Unless
went
you
to the
press
public
a
bathroom.
soft opening against the toilet seat.
A soft opening.
Oh, spread your asshole and rub it on the seat.
Thank you. I needed a more gruesome description.
Are you done
A
for it?
soft opening.
It's a bit loose
Okay.
for me, to be honest. You're gonna get me banned off of twitch.tv/Woolen Sleevelet.
No, I remember because I remember that was on a QI, and I can't remember who the guest was, and he's like, so that's how that happened. He's like, that's what the space under the toilet, under the doors for. He just used to slide out underneath, off the toilet, and that's how he got his STD.
Oh. Oh.
Sound
I'm okay
effects.
with that. Hello, pizza. Yeah.
I forget who it was. Who was the QI guest? He had like long curly hair.
It wasn't Alan Davies, was it? Because he's not a guest, he's a regular.
No, it's not Alan Davies. Like longer hair.
Weird Al?
It sort of looked like him, but it wasn't Weird Al because he was never on it.
Is he a comedian?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Russell Crowe?
Might be a
I-
Russell. Must be
that
Russell
sounds-
Brand?
That's Russell
Russell
Crowe.
Brand's pretty
Sounds
funny.
really familiar.
Or maybe it was Russell Brand.
No, it wasn't. I feel like
Getting back into the Playground these days.
No, it's not Russell Crowe. Russell Brand, I think.
Russell
Yeah,
Brand.
Russell
no,
Crowe.
it wasn't
might be.
Russell Brand either.
Wasn't Russell Brand?
Yeah, but
I don't
Russell
know any
Brand has
other
like long
Russells.
curly hair.
It might have been the guy from the Game Grumps, Danny.
Sex
Something
bang.
or
What's
other.
his surname? Danny.
Sex bang.
Danny Sexbang is not his actual name. Danny Sexbang
No,
is his
like he was
professional
born,
name.
and his dad was like,
That heavy
"Hey,
just got
Dan,
annihilated.
Danny's sex bang."
I liked Danny's dad, or his description of him, because I never actually remember hearing him.
Yeah, I fucking love it too.
I've got no ammo turbo. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Dan.
Hey, Dan. Yeah. Do you remember when YouTube was fun to watch? I do too. It still is. There's still good channels out there.
Yeah, there is.
There's actually a lot of good content these days on YouTube. You've just got to know where to look.
I fucking found
There's
an
a
image
YouTube
Worst
reference
of
to Sonic
channels.
of him on
or a
QI
YouTuber
with
reference
the
to
guy,
Sonic Mania.
but it doesn't say his fucking name.
Oh
Woolen,
my god, hello.
check Steam.
Check Steam right now, or can I wait until I
Yeah.
like die to this?
Whenever
I'm
you get a chance.
really liking the flare gun again.
That
Like, I used to
guy.
use it all the time. I fucking missed using it. Once you get like past like the really shit switch speed, it's kind of fun again. No,
sent you a
you're on.
picture.
Hey Benno, you sent me a picture.
Yeah.
Is this of the
it's that
comedian?
guy. Yeah, it's a picture
Oh,
of
I
him,
know
but
who
I don't.
he is. Yeah.
I don't know his name. I forget his name.
Oh my god, he must be a Russell, right? Oh, is that
He's not a
Admiral?
Russell.
Is that Admirable in the bottom right, or Hitman?
It was-
Agent
that was the-
47.
That's the guy off Little Britain.
Is it? Agent 47 was the actor on Little Britain. Dan Avidan. Yeah, Daniel Avidan. I remember I was really confused because I was trying to find I was listening to like a regular Rat-a-tat mix, and Loud Pipes came on and then finished, and then Loud Pipes featuring Daniel Avidan came on, and he did like his, I didn't realize it, but he had his own remix of Loud Pipes by Rat-a-tat. I thought it was pretty cool. You're mega. Oh, you're reeing. Oh dear. Hello, Mikey. Re indeed. Mega gets mad. What on earth is Mega? Mega MVP? Hot Daniel, you smut. Oh, not Daniel, you schmuck. Yes, I see. I've been liking the OST so far, by the way, check it out. It's been pretty saucy.
It is very good.
I can give it like 4 out of 5 sauciness, maybe.
Sonic Mania is like an entirely fan-made game, and
I
this
read
like
it's
Sonic
good.
fan, and this Sonic fan from Portugal actually, T. Lopez made the soundtrack. Mostly himself.
Wait, Tyron Lopez.
No, T. Lopez.
Oh, so there's a different person to the Anigo
Yeah,
music.
like T-E-E Lopez.
Oh, okay then.
Mhm.
Tyrone Lopez, I thought, worked on Nicalis.
Nah, this is a different dude.
And Milkshake. Oh, I should
And
add
like one of the
Milkshake.
main
How do I do that?
programmers of Sonic Mania, like totally does a lot of like Sonic ROM hacks and programming, coding, and stuff like that. So
Ooh, nice hat set.
it's really cool stuff.
Recently played with. Where's Milkshake? I can't actually see his name. Oh, it's not on the page, that'll be why. I was trying to add Milkshake, but I can't actually find him in my recently played with list, so
Just look on my friends.
I'll add him another time.
I'll tell him to add you.
Oh, that would also work. Woolen, Mega is Mega MVP 555. That's what you call him, and you need this to be under the command MVP so he gets triggered and you can laugh at him. It's not really this kind of stream. I was under the impression that was your brother as well. Couldn't you just, like, change his phone background to that? I like the little spin you just did. This guy's spy loadout's really nice. I miss, like, everyone used to have, like, a burning noir. It was, like, the coolest era to live in. Everyone had, like, a burning or a scorching noir, and it was always black or white. Can you play ROM hacks on consoles? ROM hacks should run on emulators. That's, like,
they can run on consoles, though, if you put them on a flash cart.
Yeah, if you have, like, an Xbox 360 or whatever, and you've somehow got a Game Boy Advance
Or
emulator on it.
Everdrives.
Or Everdrives. You could put, yeah, for
But I doubt
example,
there-
on an
I doubt
Everdrive, you could
there's
put
N6.
Master Quest on it.
Yeah, I doubt there's N64 Sonic ROM hacks.
Might be. What if he puts his phone number in
Was
chat?
there-
Don't do that.
Well, was there any N64 Sonic games? Was Sonic Adventure on N64 or only Genesis, or what was that on?
It was, I think N64 was very much pre-Sega. I think that was the same kind of time as the Dreamcast, if I remember correctly.
It was.
I'm not
Because
a...
Rayman 2 was on the
I'm not a
Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, and the N64. Hello. I'm not sure about this map, to be honest. It seems a bit...
It's really bad.
It's like
Yeah.
framey.
The optimization is not cool on
That
this
is
map.
just not a good map.
Daniel, my right-click holding down ability didn't work. Thank you for
Darn,
the
try it again next.
Yo, how do you get transparent view models in pubs? It's nothing to do with SVPOR, it's part of your HUD. Transparent view models is literally just, it draws a giant rectangle on front of your screen. Instead of coloring it in like red or black or whatever, it colors it in a refract layer, basically. So what it does is it just makes everything underneath it transparent. Hence why all the comments that are like, oh, you made my crosshair invisible. What they did was they put the refract layer underneath, on top of their crosshair, so the crosshair was made transparent. It wouldn't actually have been invisible. But anyway, transparent view model is just a HUD part. Unless you're on a server that for some reason bans HUDs, in which case don't go on it. It should work on every single server. Lightroom's view model, you do need to... Oh, Wiltshire Academy. Lightroom's view models you do need 2 preloads to do, but it's not that hard. And I think the modern one just tells you... It just comes with like an auto preloader built in. Flare gun. We're using the flare gun today. You want a Nintendo DS? Aren't like normal DS's like £40?
If, like, a 3DS, the amount of games you can
Oh,
play
the
is
original
too
The
good.
regular,
DS?
just the DS Lite, you could probably buy for like 20 quid, right?
The
Probably
DS Lite is
cheaper,
much
honestly.
better because it has a brighter screen as well.
Wait, what?
It has a much better
DSi?
backlight
Are
than
you
DS Lite.
comparing to the DS Fat, is it?
Yeah,
you're
the
talking about?
DS Fat. Yeah, apparently DS Fat.
The effect.
The DS,
DS
Fat, the DSi.
Fat.
Yeah, I call it the DS Fat.
Yeah, most people do.
Oh, that's fucking great.
DSi is great, but it doesn't have the GBA port.
I thought it was called the
But if you
DSi
don't
have-
because it had a camera on it. Yeah. I used the GBA
The
port all the
DSi
time.
had a camera.
I think
I
I've
had
only
a-
used the GBA port for one game. Oh, wait, no, 2. It was
You could use it.
Def-
Link to the Past and some Ninja Turtles game.
You're
You
getting
could
into uni
also use it
Ooh,
for
congrats.
in that
Pokemon.
weird Pokemon thingy.
Or,
You could put Pokemon
Or like
Ruby in and then
unlockables in
play
various
them on
games.
Diamond. Is that the only console in the world where you can play 2 different console games on the same console? The Nintendo DS Lite? Because you can put Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy
Well,
and a DS cartridge in. I can't think of any other console where you can put that in like that.
I
Well,
mean, the
on a-
3DS,
you could
play
also-
normal DS and 3DS
yeah,
my
games.
Play a PlayStation 1 game on a PlayStation 2.
No, I mean as in
PlayStation
2
2 on a
carts or
PlayStation
2
3.
discs into the same thing at the same time. Because the DS
Oh.
worked in a way where on
That's cheating.
Diamond you could play. You could either play
Yeah,
Ruby or Diamond,
yeah.
or you could trade between the games. Like
no, it was if you.
You
made
could
a-
yeah,
you
send,
made like a little
you
Safari
sent
Zone
your
thing,
Gen
didn't it?
3 Pokemon to a special like park or something.
Yeah, it was like a
and then
special
you,
park.
and that was platinum, I think. Not
No,
Diamond.
Diamond
was
had it.
all
No,
of
no,
it.
any
Was
console
it
game
Diamond?
has PAL Park.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, the PAL Park. That's what it was. And
I-
Soul Silver had that too, and Heart Gold.
I think that you could use Ruby to switch.
I don't have my
You could
DS
go
like doesn't
blue to
function
gold,
anymore. There's
blue
like
to
a
Ruby.
chunk missing out of it.
Blue to Ruby, blue to gold, gold to Ruby, Ruby to Diamond, Diamond to modern Pokemon games. I think.
So does that mean that you could get a missing no all the way up to like
I don't know
Diamond?
if you
No.
can trade
No,
this.
because
game would probably
Missing No
explode.
turns into an actual Pokemon if you ever were
Oh,
to
yeah,
watch
it
the
does,
trade
it
off
does,
it.
Missing
yeah.
no is just missing number.
Missing,
It just doesn't have
yeah,
the ID.
It's just
not
like
a
it's just
Pokemon.
like an errand index number,
Well, yeah.
which in later games is filled in by something.
I think it's just
Yeah,
filled in
I
by-
knew that. I don't know why I actually ask that. That's pretty
Any idea
stupid.
what it turns into?
There is an interesting situation that'll happen though, because
I
Gold
think
and
it's
Silver,
variable what it
like
turns
Gen
into.
2, will be on Virtual Console soon, but that also interacts with Gen 1
Yeah, isn't it like one day?
through the time machine.
Can you play
And then
GameCube games
you
on
can
the
put
Wii?
both Gen
You
1
can
and
play
Gen 2
GameCube games on the Wii.
into your Gen 7
I mean,
games
as in at the same time.
using the Pokemon Bank.
Yeah, when I was talking about playing
When
weird
is
consoles on the same thing, I meant
Gold and
literally
Silver,
at the
that's
same
really
time.
soon.
Why are they waiting?
That's like next
Because it's
week.
just a ROM they're releasing, isn't it? It's like
Yeah,
a
it's just a
Nintendo
ROM.
licensed ROM. Why are they
Yeah, it's
waiting
just
to
a ROM
release it?
with,
Is it just to build
and-
hype?
Or something.
No, because
What do you mean?
like games obviously are never released the second they're finished.
No, but Gold,
Why would
it's
they do
just a
that?
ROM. It's not
Yeah.
a new game. It's like a 20-year-old game.
Nintendo
Yeah, but-
has not been the best with their Virtual Console release schedules.
Yeah, but like that's not the point.
I don't...
Because
It's
they
not
want to
like-
like
you're not
announce it
gonna
so that like
say-
all the 10-year-olds that have never played it before can get their allowance up so they can actually buy it.
Like you don't just say, you don't just randomly say, here's every single Game Boy Color game of all time just released at once.
How? By the way, please put Metal Gear Solid on Game Boy Color and Virtual Console
I-
already.
I-
It still
I want
The
hasn't
really old
been.
version.
I've
No,
never
no.
played a Metal Gear Solid game, and I really
Metal
want
Gear
to.
Solid on the Game Boy Color is really, really, truly good game. It's like the
Have
best
you played-
yeah,
have you
it's the
played
best
the
2D
GameCube
Metal
one?
Gear.
What?
Oh, Twin Snakes is great too, but
Yeah,
I'm
because
talking
that's
But
the
the Game
only
Boy
one
Color
I'd
one
be
was
able
actually
to
good.
play.
Game Boy Color one is great. It's like an alternate non-canon-y sort of
Wait,
thing.
what? I thought you were just fucking around. I didn't know there was actually a Metal Gear Solid game for Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah, it's called.
I misread the
It's
chat
called
message
in
like all the other
Japan.
ones.
Ghost
the
Babel.
subtitle Ghost
You
Babel.
can
yeah.
play GameCube games on the Wii.
Wow.
They are different sizes.
Okay.
Did
I've
that
never
count?
played a Metal Gear
Yeah, what I
Solid
meant is
game.
like you can't push the two discs in at the same
Me
time,
neither.
can you?
I was
They don't
thinking of playing
interact.
Twin Snakes, but I don't know how good it is.
Whereas if it was
If
a
you
GameCube,
only-
interact two
If
games
you
at the
only
same
ever
wanna
time.
be
had
able to
only
play.
one
You don't get
2D
active
game
then.
to play, I would recommend
Hello.
Ghost Babel. But if you're talking about like the general 3D games otherwise, then you got like a lot of choices.
There's a lot of Metal Gear games.
Yes.
How many good ones? How many bad ones are there, I should say? Because I think most of them are good, aren't they?
They're all good, to be honest. They're all in their own way.
Oh, he did it. The double flag.
Do you have your
And I killed him.
timetable for uni yet, Woolen?
Yeah, I got it like a month ago.
Yeah, I only got mine today. How
Nice.
many lectures do you have a week?
I only have like 3 hours a week.
I have 10 lectures.
I have like 2 hours on... Wait. I think I have 2 hours on Monday, 1 hour on Wednesday, 1 hour on Thursday. I think.
Yep, my favorite 3.
Maybe I have 4. Maybe I have 1 hour... Maybe I think I have... Wait... I definitely take a break halfway through the week and have a 3-day weekend. I don't know how it's working. Why do I do into the same sentence?
I have one. I have nothing Thursday, 1 Wednesday, 2 Friday, and then like 4 Monday to 3 Tuesday.
I have 3. Sorry, I was wrong. Yeah, I was completely wrong. Sorry. I was thinking of them as half-hour slots for some reason. I have 3 hours Tuesday, 2 hour Thursday, 2 hour Friday. That makes way more sense. Whenever
All
I
these
looked at them, I
centuries?
thought it was like a half-an-hour slots. They're actually full-hour slots. It's just the first half of the lesson is the only bit that you actually do. The second half is always like practical stuff that you can just do by your own place. Yeah, I bought a Wii off like it was off eBay, but I think it was through Music Magpie. It was like 20 quid for the Wii and all of its cables. So I just used that to play my GameCube games on. Yeah. I've got 4 plus. I've got 7 hours. I've got 7 hours of uni a week, I guess. Like twice as much than I thought I had, which is good.
I have 10 hours of lectures, but I'm pretty sure I have like labs and tutorials as well.
Yeah, those are all of my things. So only like half of
probably-
those are worth going to.
So like 4 more hours, so I'd say I'll probably have 14 hours a week.
Oh, Snowy Coast is the good one.
Yeah, Snow Coast is the good one.
Oh god. Oh my god. I made a video earlier and I wanted to do it on a cold map because I wanted to use the snowman, and there were no servers playing like Cold Front, Snowy Coast, or Snowplow or anything. I know, so I ended up going on Lakeside. Guys, Minish Cap is amazing Vermines. I would highly recommend Minish Cap.
Minish
The
Cap
only thing
was
I don't
my
like about
first
really,
Minish
really
Zelda
good
Cap
game.
is that it somehow reuses a lot of Game Boy Color Zelda
alright
sound
with
effects for some. I know, it's just a weird.
They
tiny
don't completely
thing.
reuse them. They actually like remake
Not
them.
completely.
They remake
It's a
them.
short game, I wish it was longer.
It's not. I mean.
I
if you
wonder
play
if
it
they
through
did
the
that
first
because
time,
they had
it's
to
calm.
stuff in all the voice samples. Because
Yeah,
there
but
is a
that's
lot.
not. That's just because you're bad. It's not because the game's actually long.
No, but like it's not as long as Oracle of Seasons.
Or any other Zelda game.
Really? Is it actually short? Is it actually that short? Because I thought
It's
it had
only.
like.
It's only.
Doesn't it have like 7 or 8 Doesn't it have like 7?
Shut up, Chickaboo.
Doesn't it have like 7 or 8 dungeons?
No, it has 5.
Really? Doesn't it have like 3 starter ones and then you have to go and get 4 sides of the 4 sword?
No, you only have the 4 elements and that's it.
Oh, you know what I'm doing? I'm mixing. In my head, I'm always like Ocarina of Time style, where you do a couple, then you do a couple more later. Instead, you literally just do the 4 main ones and then like...
There's 2 elements, then you go for the 3rd one. It's like, haha, JK, here's an Ocarina instead. And then you get the last 2. And then you get the final boss.
Yeah, but Minish Cap's actually like a really fun Game Boy Advance game.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. It's amazing.
Music's amazing, gameplay's amazing, items are all incredibly fun.
It was the first game I ever played, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's good taste.
Because my
really
cousin owned it, and he's like, he was fighting the, the boss, the first boss.
There's a giant choo-choo.
And, yeah, and he's just like,
Oh god, you've got the Uber charge.
Very calculated.
Calculated death.
I had like 7
3DS games on the DS. No, you can't play 3DS games on the DS. That wouldn't...
You can play the other way around.
You can
do it the other way
anyway,
around.
because, yeah, there's a notch on 3DS
yeah, just
cards
to make sure you
prevent
don't.
it.
Wait, what?
Which
There's
is
a
smart
little notch on
design.
the side.
Oh yeah, so you can't try and shove Pokemon Y into a Nintendo DSi. That wouldn't work. I think there must be people who like modded them to test, and it was just like, yep, this doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, somebody like cut the little knob off of the 3DS cartridge and put it into a DSi, and they were like, shockingly, it doesn't work. It's like, really? A game for a completely different console doesn't work on an older one? Whoa.
Okay, so I've got 2 V-Model mods on. I have transparent V-Models, which you can see on the Power Jack. That's a HUD modification. That will work on every server, as long as you've got a HUD. There's no reason it won't. To my knowledge, there's no way to disable HUDs, unless there is, and it's like a hidden command. The other one is Whiteroom's V-Model mod,
It's
which is basically...
TF_HUD_fuck you.
Okay, I don't
There
understand.
you go.
Anyway, Whiteroom's V-Model mod is actually an animation mod, technically. So what it does is, instead of animating them differently like some places do... I died to a... Oh, there's a train, yeah, obviously. What it does is it just moves them off the screen, which does the same thing as disabling of view models for the sake of, you know, human readability. To make them work on every server, you have to preload. Preloading in the source engine, it works in, you know, Counter-Strike and everything, to my knowledge. It's unpatchable as well. But basically it means you join a private server, so like Item Test or Walkway or whatever, before you play on a pub, and then it will just work. That's just the way the game works. It's really weird. The way you can make it a lot easier is to use a tiny map file, like a teeny tiny map file, so it loads instantly, and then have that auto load as you start up TF2, and then auto quit. So basically, as far as you're concerned, TF2 just takes another 5 seconds to load, but you haven't actually had to join these servers or anything, even though the game literally has. And that'll let you use animation mods on every server, which include the Whiteroom's V-Model mod thing. And it's fine because it's all client-side. It doesn't let you... There's no... to my knowledge, there's no exploits you can do with it. I think it would make flat textures work, but I wouldn't really consider that
Hello.
an exploit. It's more
You were
like a
crouching there all
personal-based
sneaky like.
Yeah.
Oh, we put stickies on the floor. Anyway, yeah. You have a video. Yeah, I do. If you just do... Is it exclamation mark V-Models? I think in chat. Just try that, and it will show you the video.
Someone made it up. I think
I
Livemar made the command. I think Livemar did, because it was a good command, so I think it was
What command?
View models.
What command? I don't think I did that.
Then it was probably me.
Where's the
Yeah,
health pack?
because it's a good command.
Oh, it's a such smaller health pack than I thought. Remember that time you made a Discord command that didn't work?
Yeah, that was...
For me?
The
Oh,
one
yeah,
out of
yeah.
the 50,000 working commands that doesn't work. But let's note that one. Shoot your direct hit me. I dropped the medic with a direct hit reflect and the pyro. I don't think that soldier realized, but he just provided me with rockets to drop a medic and kill his pyro friend just from like the window up there. Oh my god. Yeah, but transparent V models work on some servers and not others. What HUD are you using, may I ask? If you just have a normal HUD, it should work on every server. Unless you have your HUD put in a weird folder or something. All transparent V models is literally it draws a square on the screen. That's it. Like, it draws a square on the screen. There's no way for a server to know that you have a square drawn on the screen, and there's no way for it to just not work. If it doesn't work, it means that other part of your HUD probably aren't working, right? It's not just the transparent thing that doesn't work. That's how it should be, at least. Anyway, if you start preloading, that might just fix it. I like how there's just pianos here as well. You're getting a new PC. Ooh. Are you putting exciting things into it? Woolen with the godly drum. Ooh. For uni. Yeah. You do need it for university. The better computer for university, the better, because you're going to be spending either all day on it or most of the day on it. So it's nice to have something that you can just live on, basically. They use ToonHUD and it worked for all servers. Yeah, ToonHUD has like view model, the transparent view models thing built into the launcher, doesn't it? The only thing you've done is some of the file replacements to edit some of the HUD. Yeah, so you haven't like changed the folder or anything. I can't imagine why it just wouldn't work. Because again,
I like more HUD.
You like more HUD. Again, it's just a HUD modification. It'd be weird for it to just.
I think that has it built in.
I wouldn't be surprised these days. All it is like a couple of lines.
You just still have to put the stuff in your auto exec though.
Yeah. It'd be quite weird if you had to get rid of that. It'd be weird if like if configs could affect your launch options. I'm not sure what I'd do about that. I'm gonna wear.
No, I mean like you need the transparent view models thing in your auto exec as well. Like you don't get it just from what the HUD has.
Yes.
That's what I meant.
I have like a pink plat medal, don't I? Yeah, there we go.
You do have a pink plat medal.
There we go.
I hit
I'm gonna wear a
10k
pink
kills
pyro
on my rocket launcher. I'm cool.
It's adorable.
Congratulations. The hat was donated. You recognise that Spy's Bronzo, right? Haha. Wait, it's not you, is it? You're doing computer science. You think it's like, yeah, computer science is the exact same thing that I'm doing at uni. It's good. What? Oh, there's a pyro behind. They're from all angles. Yeah, computer science is fun. Chances are you won't need a really powerful computer because you'll be doing like low-end Java and Python and, you know, C# and C++ and stuff. Like you're not going to be. I mean, you might be using Blender and stuff. Maybe if you're doing like animation module. So maybe you'll need a good computer. I suspect that even if you didn't have a good computer, they'd probably like you probably have like a good way to get.
Took a year to spawn.
Actually, I thought the demo was still there. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I was waiting there because like I was waiting there and a pyro on 170 took it. So then I waited for it to respawn and you appeared like a quarter second before it finished.
And then I had 190 health and I took the health pack.
Wow, dude, so greedy.
Check about your ping's pretty good for this server. You're like
Why,
under
thank you.
100.
I have a pretty good connection. I have like 80 up, 80 down.
That's pretty good.
And I live in the East Coast.
Nice
so
random crit. Oh my god, that train actually terrified me. Just
the
came
train
in out of
scares me.
nowhere.
It makes like no
It's
sound.
so fast. It's like the ghost train, which is probably a boss in Spirit Trucks, I suspect. If it's called Spirit Trucks, there must be a ghost train, right? If it's not you, you always have
yeah.
You've been told you need a good one. Well, there you go. If you need a good computer,
Nice.
and the computer says so, go buy a nice 1080 Ti and i7 4700K or whatever the new good processor is. Besides, the Bonzo hat is all class. Oh, it might be Daniel. Daniel likes the Bonzo hat. Is it the Bonzo
What,
hat?
man?
What's
No.
that like weird hat that I always think is Porky's hat that you wear?
It's the. Let me check. I forget what it's called. Menti wears it as well. It's the Prinny hat.
Oh, the Prinny. Oh yeah,
Oh,
with
the
the
Prinny hat is
machete.
great.
Yeah, it's really nice.
the
I didn't
hat?
buy the machete. I only bought the hat.
Oh, there we go.
The
really-
machete's the best.
This map's really
I'm
confusing.
sad because I really wanted to buy the Cydia PC to get like new
Can you
quality
play?
ones, but I wasn't able to in time. And then so I just bought the hat off the store instead for €5 because it's worth it.
There's a sniper in the distance and I'm worried. I need like more ammo, but I can't find any packs. Oh, there we go. Just had to find one on
I
the
think he
floor
means
randomly.
Bonzo as in the effect.
Oh, what, the
Bonzo's an
the Halloween
effect
effect.
with like the puking alien.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
His name also is Bonzo, which helps.
Yes, there's a guy called Bonzo, probably wearing a Bonzo hat. You're getting an i7. That is a pog jump. You can, with an i7, you can easily like get 1,000,000 FPS in TF2. If it's a one made in the last 200 years, you'll be totally good. You can frag big with your big frame rate and I don't know, go onto Blender and render a very, very big sphere. Whatever it is you like to render. Personal taste thing. I wish there was health up here. You'd think this would be one of those places with health, but maybe not. Bonzo the All-Gnawing. Oh, you don't like Sonic music, Cole? You can't dance game me like that. That's not okay.
I nearly random crit you again, Jacob.
Yeah,
It feels when
I'm
your
like
FPS
Raze
drops to
over that.
144 lately unplayable. You're like a what, sorry?
Raze. You have the Raze fire emotes. The little foxes.
which
sorry,
is
I'm not a
Is that
furry.
him going,
No, that's him being angry and like sticking his
Wait,
tongue
Race
out or
Fire is a
something.
furry?
I guess all of
It's
his
a
emotes are
joke.
foxes.
I didn't realise that.
It's a joke, because
Anyway, I
if
think
you
he has
want
the best
foxy
emotes on Twitch.
he has pretty good ones, but I think Trihex's emotes are also very
Try
quality.
has but Try was
Try
like
has
one of the first streamers, so he's. Wait, right?
Yeah,
he was one of the first like partners.
very
of
OG.
ours. Hence
He
why,
doesn't.
One
He
of the
doesn't
both,
speedrun
honestly.
Yoshi's Island much anymore.
No, not really.
Try hard global yet.
Tryhard
is
is always
global.
global.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. One of his emotes is the global one. I'm trying to think which one it was.
Another one of his emotes is a golden version of this,
give
or
me
like
a s-
and there's
do you
like a bigger
have,
fourth part. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Fucking
Looks
try
like it's
harder.
great.
There
Program's
you go.
really fun. You're too poor for Raise Fire. You think you'd do a fresh HUD install and not do the editing.
Do you have Woolen's chat open, Chickabo?
No, you posted the 4-part.
Damn it. Yeah, I'm so
Yeah,
good.
preloading's good.
I got
Thought you
fucking
used
backstabbed
trade.
to post those
Bonzo
emotes
had
and you
voice
don't
bot
even
like
see them.
Electros. Bonzo's still a relatively new effect, isn't it? It's like a year or two?
No. Yeah, well, I'd say 2 years, but that's not
Yeah.
new.
I haven't paid attention to the unusual effects since like the robotic boogaloo update. I can still barely
I
remember
like
the name of
those.
the weird little like electric ones. Like was that no Terrorwatt isn't robotic boogaloo?
The
despite what you think,
Terrorwatt,
right?
I think.
Terrorwatt's not actually robotic boogaloo. It's the one that you think would be because it's electric, but it's not. It was just 3rd gen. Terrorwatt's the same time as like Cloud9 and shit, isn't it?
I like Cloud9. I have a Cloud9
Do you?
unusual.
So
Yeah.
do I.
I would have liked it a lot more because bubbling and hearts were at the time were like my 2 favorite effects, but they made it like a weird light color I didn't know about. But yeah. What was it? There's like the weird like electrostatic. I always forget about like electrostatic and the names of that and like the difference between green black hole
What's the
and whatever
cube
the normal
one
is.
from? It's like squares or
Phosphorus
something.
and sulphurous, but I don't know
Yeah.
which one's which. They were meant to
One's
be the new
green,
burnings
one's
though, but they never ended up being. You missed your Cloud9 Fez. Are those all the emotes? Tri-X emotes? Are those
No,
those are
they're
Baru?
different. They're a different person.
Admiral Baru. As the server died for me, I think I might have been disconnected.
I believe
No,
it is dead
it just
too.
went
It's
black.
just changing level.
Oh,
It's changing level.
What's that? Is that Bowser?
It's try low.
Does he still do?
Still has Tripantsu.
What world we live in where you can spend £5 a month to
That's a good one.
have a little girl's underpants as an emote on Twitch. Haha! You're super smart.
I
and
like
bought
that
streaming
one.
rank
Try
streamers now.
S. It's like Monka S, except it's Luigi.
Might not actually be a bad idea. I suspect if they're going to buff the pyro, they might accidentally make it really broken. So at the start, stuff like strange degreases are going to be super expensive. So if you want to make like 20 keys, maybe go and spend 20 keys on like pyro strangers that you think would be good. Probably be buffed, won't it?
Hopefully not.
I mean, kind of trash, isn't it? They make it switch slower, and then they also nerf the degreaser to switch slower, so it's like 5 times as worse than it used to be. You could just use the power jack, and the amount of
but
time
it's
it takes
still
to
the
switch.
only flamethrower you want to use, though.
Yeah, but like the stock still has it. I mean, the stock does have its uses because there's some maps you're just never going to flank on or do anything beyond air blasting, and the 25 is kind of annoying. So like if I'm playing, what was I trying to think of? Like Badwater first, I'd often go like power jack and stock and shotgun, just because the stock flamethrower let me reflect shitloads. So if I'm backing out, it's less of a case of I'm going to use all the ammo, it's more of a case of while I'm backing out I want to always have ammo, because when the soldier jumps you and choke when you're backing out, it's like it's entirely the pyro's fault for not stopping your medic from dying. And running the stock flamethrower on that point kind of, it makes you a bit shit, but if you only do it for that one point, it means that you can just basically air blast forever and not worry about it. It has its uses though. Backburner's alright on like, in lobbies Backburner's fine.
I enjoy Backburner.
Yeah.
It's my
Backburner's
favorite
also alright on
flamethrower.
like Upward and Product.
I also have my reindeer.
Oh, I like this song. This is saucy.
What
Yeah,
song
this
is
is
this?
like Chemical Plant remix.
Is it Chemical
No, it's
Plant
not.
Act 2?
Then it's just
I think it might be
probably
Chemical Plant Act 2. It sounds a bit saucier than the normal Chemical Plant. Like it's got a few more jazzes.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
probably
that's
just
Act
because
2.
it's.
No spines?
It's Act 2.
Yeah. Chemical
Yeah,
Plant is
right,
such
kids.
good music.
I love Hydra City's music a lot.
You spent 7 keys.
Have you played Mania?
Chocobo has, hasn't he?
I own it, actually.
Nice.
He owned it on, like,
I own
release.
it, but I've only played like half an hour of it.
There's no one gonna
I've
like,
played
step out of their
it.
safety
I played a
zones.
bit of
have
it. I haven't
nothing to
technically
share.
completed it yet, but because I'm such a huge nerd with Blue Sphere, I already unlocked debug mode, so I can
Is
just
Blue
do
Sphere
that.
that thing
dude.
where you like have to walk up, down, left, right, and we'd
Yeah.
I was watching, do you know
were like
Worcester,
that.
Chocobo?
Who?
Worcester.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did,
I
like, an
love
all blues or
Worcester.
something,
Yeah,
didn't
when
he?
I was watching him when he
There's
streamed that
nothing
game
to
for the
shoot.
first time, and
There's
goddamn,
actually nothing to shoot.
he did.
They might
He's
buff
so
you
good
for
at the
it,
Blue Sphere
maybe.
stages, but it's like I don't want to watch 3/4 of the stream being you playing Blue Sphere stages.
Yeah.
because they get tediously long.
There are too
Are
many
they
of them too.
random- are they
Yeah, and
randomly
like
generated?
he never fails.
No, you
though.
can unlock the randomly generated ones though. The ones from the main game are like basically
Do
all the
people actually
original
like
layouts. Yeah, I
I
suppose.
thought people hated them.
They have a love-hate relationship with Blue Sphere.
I remember in the Donkey's video of Sonic, it's like, here's how you complete the Blue Sphere levels.
Oh,
just
you just
instantly
end
turns
it,
into
yeah.
instantly turns into
There's
a red
also a
sphere.
stupid Easter egg you can do in Mania in Hydra City Zone. It's
They
really
don't have a lot of
stupid.
Easter eggs in it.
As far as this one,
I can't remember how
Once
far
I-
I got.
okay, so if anyone watching the stream, this is a cool tip. Any act in Hydra City Zone in Sonic Mania, jump on a hook, hang on it, press left
That's-
3 times, right 3 times, up 3 times. You won't
Oh my
see
God.
anything immediately, but you'll know what happens.
Does he like swing left and right or something?
No.
That's actually, you say that, I just realized Hydro City Act 1's exactly how far I got on it. Because I
Okay.
remember the hooks, because I got
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah, so
Oh.
get on a hook, left 3 times, right 3 times, up 3 times.
I'm
You'll
gonna
know you
take
did
out
it
my
right when you
Switch
got a
and
ring
do
check.
this right now.
Yeah, do it now. I'm serious. Do it now.
I'm doing it
If you're
right
playing
now.
Sonic Mania, go press left 3 times, right 3 times on a hook.
Yes. No, you've got up 3 times after that.
Up, down, down, left, right, BA, and you get another 38 lives in.
If you do that in Gradius 3, you self-destruct. You have to do it in reverse to actually get the extra lives.
Oh, so there's people who went to buy it after playing the original, after playing Contra. So they thought, oh, this is the Konami code. We can use it in every Konami game, and then it's like, it's just immediate death.
Yes.
That's quite funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can tell you are playing it right now.
Are you playing?
The Switch is so fucking loud, dude. It's unbelievable.
Oh yeah, you do have a Switch, don't you? I thought you might have played Zelda on the Wii U. By the way, has it
No.
been decided which one's faster? the
Oh
Wii
no,
U or
I
the Switch
lied.
version?
I'm in flying batteries.
For Breath of the Wild, Wii U, strangely enough.
Yeah.
The load times are a little faster.
Yeah, like as in terms of
I lied,
console
Jacob. I'm in
power.
battery zone or whatever it's called.
Hydra City's just after it.
Ah,
But is
I'm
the
not
Switch and
arsed
the
right
Wii
now.
U basically the same in terms of power?
No, the Switch is
Not
on
at all.
par with the PS4 and Xbox One in power.
Are those good?
Yeah, that's current gen, right there.
There's a current gen. I thought they were about to phase those out for a new one. Like
Oh,
Xbox
it seems
360
like
was a
That
long time
makes
ago.
it current gen. If there's new stuff isn't out, that is current gen.
Are they not
By
working on like
definition.
an Xbox?
It seems like they're
Yeah, but
instead
that's
working on
something.
improvements to it, you know, like the
Yeah,
pros
but that still
and
makes
elites.
it current gen.
It's still
I
current
don't-
gen.
I haven't followed
still
like
current gen.
I haven't followed console generations in like.
Is
a
it the
really long
newest
time.
console? If yes,
I
current
thought,
gen.
I thought the PlayStation, like the Xbox One and stuff, are like 5 years old now, aren't they?
Yeah, but there's nothing newer, so they're current gen.
Okay. I don't really follow E3 and stuff, so I was wondering if they
They announced the
Or what-
Xbox One X, but it's not a thing.
Oh, it's not actually a thing. Oh,
Not
that's
a thing yet, I
Bye,
mean.
everyone.
It's not out.
Sorry about that.
Xbox One X is still just an improvement on the Xbox One, so it's
Yeah.
still the same platform, and still the same.
Switch to
And like, there was the,
generation.
and like there was a
€50.
PS4 Pro, wasn't it?
How much is a new Switch if I were to go and buy one now?
About,
or
like,
a used
no.
one maybe.
$300, $400.
What's the
maybe?
cheapest working Switch I could get? If I
Probably
wanted
around
to-
300.
You could probably get a 250 for a light switch. Haha!
What's the difference?
Ah,
It's a light switch
funny.
on the wall.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were making a light version of the Switch called the Light
No.
Switch.
That would
That's
be
a
an
really good
awesome
idea.
idea. Nintendo, take notes.
It's like how New Game Filming could be
I
Game Plus.
disagree because it's already like extremely portable.
No, but like in terms of it just being cheaper, but cheaper quality and slightly downclocked or something.
Oh, cool! I got auto change class.
Vote Powerhouse.
Hello, Powerhouse. So Powerhouse is like right. It's a
Sunshine and
What was that
Powerhouse are
just
both gonna
No,
last.
it's Sunshine.
They're both gonna last
Sunshine,
8 years, so let's be real.
lollipops and rainbows, little things.
No, it's Sunshine's first. Thanks. It's a good
It's a
song though. I
song.
agree. I know.
A woo.
I was
Hello,
agreeing.
I went.
woo.
Ah, ha, ha, ha. Oh, this song's real juicy. The final boss theme. Oh, that'll be why.
Oh, is it Egg Reverie? Yeah.
Do 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 do.
This is
Yeah,
a juicy tune. This could be like Dialga's.
I don't know
thing
what
or
jingle I
something.
just sang, by the way. I just sang a jingle. I made
Jingle,
up in my head.
jangle, jingle.
No, it was the cursed theme from Dragon Quest, except slower.
This is a saucy tune, I agree. I bet like speedrunners can beat the boss in half a second because they jump inside his nose or something and get caught.
No, the final
The
boss
game
is
isn't
kind of
that
annoying
buggy, yeah.
to get fat. The bosses are
Have
actually
you
kind of
beaten
annoying in
Chicobo?
general.
Like, I know you said you
won't.
didn't complete it. I beat...
Well, what makes them annoying is that they have random patterns.
I like the Puyo Puyo boss.
I
boss
do
called
too.
Puyo Puyo?
That's
There
probably
is-
extremely RNG in speedruns.
Yes, but it's
'Cause it's just-
awesome.
Yeah.
Is it Shimakaze?
No, it's playing Puyo Puyo.
Oh. Wait, the game.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the boss.
I mean, Sonic had a variation called Mean Bean Machine, and it is basically that, which
Oh, yeah.
is, yeah, there you go. You can
Puyo
unlock
Puyo
that as an
Tetris.
extra as well, and it's called Mean Bean.
That's pretty cool.
This tune is actually like the sauciest of all tunes. It really just
My
makes
past
me
like
want to
5
wiggle my
lives
head
have just
and
been
excite.
direct hit instantly.
Hey, Woolen. Hey, Asajj. Host Terraria right now. I mean, I could if you really want me to, but it might impact the TF2 stream quality slightly.
Is the Saj in the chat asking?
Maybe.
Yes.
It may or may not be asking us to play Terraria together. The octopus boss is hard. Hey, Woolen.
I haven't
How are you
gotten that
today?
far.
Alright, Vidal. Thank you. How are
I
you?
remember watching Worcester when he was doing. Do you know what was the? Do you know the one with extendo arms? I think it's Green Hills. Do you know
The Extendo Arms? The
yeah,
first
like-
boss, right?
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was the first one, but yeah, I remember Worcester got so confused on it because he didn't realize he could hit him from underneath as well.
You can.
Have they ever remade
I
Mischief
realized
Makers?
that, never having
I
played
would
2D
love
Sonic.
them to remake Mischief Makers.
There was never on
Any
the DS
game-
or anything, was it?
Any game by Treasure is worth remaking, to be honest.
Treasure hasn't made anything in a long
Please
time.
remake every Rare
Yeah.
game for Switch.
Are you sure you want? You want like a
Yeah.
50th version of Rayman 2?
Yeah,
Like,
but I
Rayman
want
2 's
Banjo
good.
Kazooie.
You never played Banjo-Kazooie? Just go and play it. Visit me and we can play it together on the N64 on a 20-year-old copy.
I like the Xbox port of it though because it gets rid of a lot of the stupid,
Yeah,
like
what is it
lag.
doing?
There's no frame rate lag, so it's actually a lot smoother and tolerable to
Why
play
did
some of the
Banjo-Kazooie
trickier
have
stuff.
frame rate lag?
Well, I mean, it's a Nintendo 64 game. It's old. I mean,
Yeah, but it ran at
they're
like
10
You
21
also
FPS.
realized like Rayman was not made by Rareware. You
Oh, you're
realized
talking
that,
about
right?
Rayman, not wait, what did
No,
I say?
Rareware. You just brought up Rayman for no reason.
I like Rayman though.
Yeah, but that's not Rareware.
Oh.
Imagine if they had it.
I'm trying to think. I know in Banjo-Tooie there
Then
was
it
that
would be
boss
another
that was
Dead
just
series,
a giant
haha.
balloon. He was like,
And we never would have gotten
it
rabbits.
was like the
God damn. Why couldn't it have been Rareware?
Oh well, I remember there was a boss in Banjo-Tooie that was on the Grunty Land, Grunty World, Grunty whatever it was, like
Something
the
or
theme
other.
park world.
Yeah.
The
I
giant
remember
boss was like balloons, and like, I remember that being a little choppy, but that's all I can remember. Cloud Cuckoo Land, maybe a little bit while you were flying around. You only hit some Terraria. Hello, Spirit. Feel free to join
I
the
was
Mumble
naming
Group.
for you. I'm sorry.
Hello.
That's
Wickedly
Huntsman.
Nasty, specialized kill streak huntsman. Team
Who's
shot.
Nice.
Who's Wicked
Nice.
Nasty?
A friend bought it for me, and I
alright.
was like, nice,
Tony
dude.
Hawk.
It's Daniel's huntsman, which is
Hello,
really cool.
Wicklen. Oh, we
Yeah,
replayed
friend
your
bought it for me, and
sub
I was
earlier.
really-
I
really
can replay
happy.
it for a second time if you like. Because Streamlabs is actually working today. Well, Rare Replay 2. Please remake Conker. Did they actually remake
Yes.
Conker?
No.
They
Don't-
like
it doesn't
ported
count.
it. They
They
upported
ported,
it. It
doesn't count.
Conker's
though,
Bad
yeah.
Fur Day.
What was it called? Locked,
Reloaded.
Locked and Reloaded or some horse shit.
Was it actually
Yeah, it was for
just terrible?
the original Xbox or something. or
Yeah, I think it was original Xbox,
How
but
much
it
of isn't
didn't
that like
count.
one generation later such the same generation? Was Xbox after the N64?
other. Yes.
Was the Xbox the GameCube?
Yeah.
Xbox was
So
contemporaries
Microsoft
with
didn't
the
have
GameCube.
anything at the same time as
It's
N64.
fun as well. Fun fact, out of all of those, the GameCube was the strongest hardware-wise.
Yeah, it was really good.
The
It was
GameCube
also
was strong.
literally the strongest. Like you could throw it at a guy and kill him. The GameCube was heavy as
It
well.
has a handle too, so you can make it a lot
It's
easier.
portable.
Yeah, there's
It was the first
always the
portable
meme, it's like-
console.
Yeah, always the
I think it
meme
was
is like Nintendo Switch first portable comes. It's like, excuse me, and then post a picture of someone carrying a GameCube.
Carry handle is actually useful though, because it's like such a weird shape. It's not like a, the modern ones
It's a
are like
cube.
rectangles. Yeah, but it's
Hence
large, so you can't
the
just hold it
name.
in your hand like the Wii. You can just hold it in your hand. So having a carry handle is actually like pretty solid design choice in there.
I think one of the problems with the GameCube was that its proprietary storage media didn't hold as much as Xbox or PS2
It was
cards.
actually
CDs.
it was actually a blocks. Did you not want to pay £1,000 for a slightly better blockage?
Block.
Yeah,
But yeah,
got,
you know,
like,
those
basically
tiny,
1 megabyte.
those cute tiny little discs.
Oh no,
Oh,
they
what,
were
the
so
actual
good.
discs?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Not
I
the
think
memory
the
cards.
memory
The
cards.
disc. Yeah, the disc storage. They don't hold as much. That's why some of the GameCube games still had to be multi-disc.
I had Lord of the Rings: The Third Age was multi-disc.
Yeah, and I had
Melee
Resident
disc.
Evil 0, which was also multi-disc.
It was
and
really weird.
I think Twin Snakes
Yeah.
is multi-disc, isn't it?
I remember that just came to mind because I remember I wanted to play a legal copy. I was like, and I loaded off USB, and I was like, oh fuck, I don't know how this would work with dual disc, so I didn't bother.
What, on an emulator?
On pretty much, yeah, but on a USB.
How do dual disc stuff work on emulator? Because presumably it works in such a way that you have to
I think-
reload
I
the
know
You can
memory.
emulate. Yeah, you just load the other disc's ROM or image, and it'll work, or should work.
I think
Come
no,
on,
but
man,
I
go
think
away.
the way
Stop
Twin
trying to kill me
Snakes
with
works is like it needs the memory from the first game to let you play the second game.
Oh.
Yeah,
And I'm
emulators
not
can
sure how
hold that
that would
memory.
work.
Yeah, emulators can hold the memory.
Is the 2DS the same as the 3DS but without the 3D? Isn't it also like
Yeah,
slightly
That's
weaker?
exactly what it is. But
It's
also
not
get the
weaker at all.
2DS XL.
Is it
No.
not weaker?
But
It's
also get
also
the
not
2DS
got-
XL.
It's also not got a clamshell, so it's like hard to fit in your pocket.
No, that's the
That's-
old one. The new one.
That's
has
why
a
you get a
clamshell.
2DS XL.
The new 2DS XL is basically the same in
It's
nearly.
basically-
It's basically just the
If
Nintendo
it came out
DS
at launch,
but
I would
better.
have bought it.
Mhm.
It's the
Okay.
if it was
Also,
launch, I
hello,
would have
sorry.
bought it.
GameCube Warfare brought to you by Woolen. Conker's Bad Fur Day was for the Xbox.
Yeah, reloaded one. But it's bad.
Twin Snakes actually made a joke about multiple discs in the remakes. It said, please insert the second disc. Oh wait, you don't have to do that. I like that.
Mhm.
I think I loosely remember knowing that piece of fact, despite not knowing anything about Solid Snake. It's like one of
I
those cool
love-
facts about
Isn't,
game development.
isn't the one of my favorite Metal Gear Solid things is where you can set the date forward a week to kill a boss.
Oh yes.
What, is the boss like I've only got a week left to survive?
Yeah, if you fast forward a week, he dies of old age.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Do people
Like
use
if
that
you
in
save
speedruns?
during the boss fight. I forget which game that was though.
I
Totally
think in
something
speedruns they. I'm not sure if they allow that.
Oh god, this is a lot of
no,
one-way
and
door. I
in
cannot go through
it's
them.
not helpful in speedruns anyway because you can also just like snipe him from a distance and like make the entire boss fight
Mums and
irrelevant.
crisps. Can we come to Mumble?
Like you can just kill him from a mile
Sure.
away,
You're
which I
welcome
near certain would be faster.
I really want to play Metal Gear Solid now. I've never actually played a Metal Gear Solid game.
Yeah, neither have I.
What's a good one to start on? What's the Toho 6 of Metal
Start
Gear
with
Solid?
3. Start with 3.
For the...
Which is that one?
PS2.
So,
but
GameCube era.
yeah, but they have like HD remasters of like all.
Twin
well, not
Snakes was
remasters, but
pretty
HD
good.
versions.
Are there like the 3DS remakes or something?
No, the
why?
3DS one sucks. Don't do that.
That-
But like
oh.
the PS4 has like HD downloadables of like all the Metal Gear Solid games, but not Twin Snakes, of course, because that's Nintendo exclusive.
Yeah.
Twin Snakes is rare, so if you can find it cheap, snag it. I don't think it had a very high distribution or
They didn't
production.
make loads of them in for the Western community. Do you have a planned out schedule for the weekend, Woolen, or not? Maybe we can do Terraria on the weekend. Maybe. Sundays, the only real plan I've got right now for the next couple of weeks is every Sunday it's the Pokemon thing. But, maybe Saturdays.
I'm going back to uni on Sunday, I think.
I'm trying to think. When would it work, Asajj? Who could we get? We could get you, me, Daniel.
I have to buy the game first, but yeah.
You, me, Daniel for Terraria. Who else could we get that would actually want to do it every week? Because I feel like if we got
Lifemare.
Tensu- Yeah, but Lifemare would have like a ping issue.
So,
It would
you're asking who would
cause
want to
a-
do it.
Okay. Who could we get realistically to do it with every week that wouldn't have concurrent issues like that? Because you want like 4 people, right? You don't want like 8 people for Terraria. That kind of breaks the... Oh, no, it doesn't break the balance at all, because the bosses scale up with the number of players. Yeah, we can get Cake. Because I want to get Trensu, but I know Trensu probably won't be able to make half of them. And if we get people that are actively playing a lot of 6s, they'll probably end up missing them for scrims and stuff. And we kind of want to do it with people we could get every day.
Yeah, Bloodus, was it Bloodus said it? I can't remember if
Yeah, but
Bloodus said
Bloodus
he was
also
into
is
it.
playing
Yeah, that's what I
10
mean.
6s next season.
Yeah.
I don't know if high ping is an issue in Terraria, but I thought it might be with like projectiles and bosses. It's not. It's
Yeah, but
everything.
that's,
It's hit redstone
that's a
client
him
side.
issue, XD.
No, but then basically we'd have a boss scale up for another player, but actually be a player down, and presumably we
that's-
play it on expert
yeah.
mode, so it will just be really, really hard to fight bosses.
So? That's
so
the
it may
fun
not
of
be
it.
fun if we're live streaming it. If you're playing it client side, it doesn't really matter if you spend 2 days killing a boss. If you're streaming it to people like once a
I
week
also
for a couple of
have
hours,
never
it'll be
played
good.
Terraria, so
Terraria on expert
we're
mode, the
already
bosses are really
having
hard.
it scaled up for one person not there.
Okay, expert mode makes it like really difficult. I've not actually played expert mode multiplayer, but expert mode single player at least makes the game like considerably harder.
I love how you can make me not get the health pack.
You could have been running this SMG then.
I am using the
Why didn't you
SMG.
shoot
You're
me
acting
with
like because I had to use it to kill the other 2 people, and you also had 100 health. They wouldn't have killed you.
You can use both weapons at the same time
What
for a
on
dual wield.
What are you doing with your sniper? What are you doing with your... What on earth are you doing? What an odd man. He's like wiggling his screen around. Another
I'm
good
pretty
one
sure
is
he's
Metal Gear
aimbot.
Solid 5.
Yes,
That one's on
5 is
PC.
really good. You can also get it on PC.
Is he, I don't know if he's aimbot. He might just be wiggling his
I'm
screen
pretty
around.
sure he is from watching his spec cam.
Are you sure he doesn't just have like mouse 4 bound to sensitivity 1000 and he's using it as a joke?
He also still killed you, so
He did kill me.
signs point to no.
Maybe then. Could he be locking? Yeah, maybe he's cheating and locking. I don't know. I don't really know. What I know about cheaters is that like they click on you and it kills you, but they don't actually click the game clicks for them. That's about all I know. That's all I want to know, realistically. Yeah, he might be aimbotting. Is there an admin
He
on the
is.
server that we can get rid of him with?
I'm not sure.
Probably be good at this point if this is the server we're playing on at the time to get a get an admin in my friends list or something. You ran into an impersonator with Woolen who's cheating. Oh, I'm going up in the wild. I need to accept Milkshake's invite. There's no way to ban that blank person then, is there?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, he's probably got like a really bored evening. Oh well. If he doesn't want to play the game and he wants to watch it be played for him, he could just watch the stream. It has the same effect, but without getting him back banned. Ha ha ha! Literally though, if you're so bored you don't want to play TF2 but you want to watch it, don't cheat, just watch a live stream or a video or something. You don't understand. Thank you, Jeremina. Go away. VAC working? I mean, VAC does work, it just, the way it works is in waves, so it's not an immediate ban, so it means in situations like this it's a bit annoying.
There's no instant gratification with VAC, you gotta wait, and
Yeah.
that tends to annoy a lot of people.
If it was instant, it would be really bad though, because it means that you could just try that. If you were the cheat maker, you could just try something, see if it sets it off, and then just not implement that. VAC
That is
does
true.
work, though. The way I think VAC workarounds works is that it it makes the game. I think it just fakes that you're running on a real client, as far as I know, and it's just an issue with the source engine. So I think when it comes to detecting cheats, they just tend to detect stuff that latches onto the process, but it's really hard to do that without being, what's the word? You know how like the ESEA client, you have to download a cheater client, but it makes it really hard to cheat on ESEA servers, because you have to physically download an EXE file and have it running while you're playing ESEA games. Yeah, VAC also gives them loads of money in CSGO, because the people keep going back to rebuy stuff, but, and what was I saying? I've completely forgotten what my train of thought was. But yeah, cheating in video games, it's, don't do that. There you go. Do that then. Yeah, let's vote for, Badwood. That sounds like fun. Your vids on YouTube are great. Thank you, Freshpot. Also, hello. It only catches a few public cheats, not even most. Just because remember, like, the source engine is really old. And I think someone on another stream said that what you do is you fork an old version of the source engine. So presumably, unless they stop the source... I don't know how it works, but presumably it's an issue with an old version of source engine that hasn't been patched. And it just, like, runs an exploit to not be caught. Because theoretically, if you wanted to make a cheat, all you have to do is make it so SV Cheats works in every server, give yourself, instant 100% Uber and 100% crits, and you just use that. You can't do that because forcing a server to have SV cheats off for you specifically is like impossible to do without abusing the issues with the source engine. I don't know. I know like nothing about it, but yeah, I think it catches free Lambao box. It does, yeah. I think well, the difference between the free one and the paid one is like the paid one it like gives them a random key or something, and that's why they pay for it, because you get your own copy of it, basically. Whereas with the free one, I think everyone has the same key, and VAC just detects it. And the reason that VAC can't pick up the paid version is because it would have to somehow individually check for all the keys. I don't understand how it doesn't just run... There must be a serious reason as to why it doesn't just detect the fact that you're shooting at someone when your crosshair isn't on them. I don't understand why that's not a check that they can do. Like, when they're checking to deal damage, why don't they just add something that says, was the crosshair anywhere remotely near them? Because some aimbot, it doesn't move the crosshair, it just shoots them automatically from the side of your screen. I don't get how that's not detectable as a programmer. I feel like that wouldn't be hard to do at all. Because presumably they have hit detection. That's how you hit stuff. I don't understand how they can't just add another if statement in there. But there must be like these are professional programmers who are like billion times better, and they know exactly what they're talking about way more than me. But like, I wish they had a description of why they can't do it. Some people use giant crosshairs. Yeah, but like there's loads of different types of cheats. Why does some of them work? Like, I understand aimbot where it's like, you know, it snaps the crosshair to them and then clicks for you. I understand that being hard to test, because what's the difference between that and someone doing it themselves? It's kind of hard to check. But there's the cheats where, like, the crosshair isn't anywhere near them, or, like, you know, they can go third person, or they can shoot while jittering really, really fast and hit every headshot. You think there would be something that would check for it, and I don't understand it. So for the server, they just flick really fast, yeah. But there's things that it doesn't just aimbot. There's stuff that like shoots at stuff that you're not actually clicking on. I don't understand how that's not just an if statement. If a crosshair's nowhere near them, VAC ban immediate. I don't get it. I understand why some of them aren't detectable, but I understand why some of them are. It's a weird, weird, weird world. Maybe one day Video games. Maybe one day we'll live in a world where everyone's willing to just play together. It's like if you play tic-tac-toe, but you get the backside of a pencil and rub out the side with it. Like every time they put down an X, you just rub it out and put your...
Isn't there a different name for that?
Noughts and crosses.
Tic-tac-toe? There we go. Yeah,
tic-tac-toe and noughts and crosses are the same thing.
Yeah, I just was trying to remember what else it was called.
We say tic-tac-toe. It's like how ping-pong is the same as table
tennis.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's because ping-pong is like a trademark in some places.
I think it's because it's racial slang.
Is it?
I think ping pong is racial slang.
I thought it was a trademark issue. Oh, okay, but table tennis does sound.
To my knowledge, table tennis was the official term, and ping pong was the colloquial term because it was popular in Asian countries. So when it ported to the west side of the world, they were like, "Oh,
gotcha.
Might be wrong. It might just be because it's also the name of. It's like the onomatopoeia. It's the onomatopoeia of ping pong, ping pong.
Yeah.
But I think it might also have some kind of a dark side to it. I might be wrong. The cheat works while the crosshair is not on it. It works by editing packets and making you like the ping is the playing part. Okay, so it basically... I can like third person like PUBG and just watch him looking at me. What a game. He's probably gone... Is he still on the... He might have gone like Ambi-Spy back there or something. He's gonna like defloat. What a world. Yeah, there he is. It's just that, right? Is he gonna shoot my hand? Yeah. I've read Hitchhikers. Yeah, like a really long time ago I read one of them. But, again, that was a long time ago. In Portugal, you say chicken game.
Chicken game?
That's quite wild. Oh, wait, I can just use the danger shield. Hopefully. And get, like, a buff from our medic. Can I, like, use third person to look around corners and be like, oh, look. Because he can see me before I can see him, but, like... I can do the exact same thing just by doing this. And then just go like...
Hello, Spirit.
Oh, he's standing still. Hello. I thought, well, in the way short... Oh, hello. Because, like, lag compensation in TF2 assumes that the client is right. Hence why you used to be able to pause the game, basically. Oh, headshotting. You used to be able to basically pause the game by temporarily setting your lerp really high, so it's like your ping really high, so it basically paused it and you could headshot stuff. I think it still works in Counter-Strike 1.6, but it doesn't work in Go and it doesn't work in TF2 because you can't change your interp without respawning. But, if that's how it works, where it's like, hey, you didn't actually click on them, but on the client it definitely counted as a kill. It's a weird system. Oh, the medic's buffing the sniper. I'm just gonna have to wait for like... Oh, he's gonna shoot my hand, isn't he? I'm just wait for the buff to wear off and then just shoot him, I guess. Or if he's fully charging a headshot, I can just wait here and shoot other things, I guess. What a world. Hey, Solar Light. Where's he gone? Oh, there he is. I don't think he knows the map. He's an odd little fellow. Well. If it was that simple, it wouldn't be a problem. You're doing the why don't we elect normal people for government. I know. I think it's just me being simple young programmer. There clearly is a reason why they don't just detect it, because if it was, they would have detected it, right? It's not that they're making money out of it. I think you're above a certain headshot ratio. They should put you on a watch list. I don't know about that. Ping pong is basically table tennis, but it's really difficult to get a lift off on the ball. Oh. Oh, that's Vidar. Hello, Vidar. Yay. Yeah, you can't vote kick on this server. Overwatch's user reports and kill ratio. Yeah, presumably Overwatch is like, oh, if they've got 100 kill ratio to 0 and the player has 5 hours and they've been reported, add them on a watch list and then check them. CSGO works, or is it like a report list where it like sends them to people to review or something? That's how it works anyway. And then it, if those people decide that they're cheating, as far as they like temporarily vac ban them or something. Not even vac ban, just CSGO ban. Because of sandpaper covered bats. Ping pong is basically table tennis, but it's really difficult to get lift on the ball. Is that because there's different versions of it where people hold it in like a weird way? Like instead of holding it like a handle, they hold it like a bat. You know what I mean? Like they have their hand on the back of the bat. 60 plus frags is an Overwatch. Also, they found way to detect spin bots. You'd think that would be relatively simple, right? But it's not, apparently. You're just not going to play sniper because you don't want to fight 2 snipers with danger shields. You're good against cheaters, not for me. Yeah, unfortunately the cheater's on your team. That's just a regular spy. It'd be... What if they had a system where it checked when a hitbox was hitable on the client? If they killed so many people in under X amount of time, it'll become... Because then that would... What happens about, like, if a spy in a pub just gets, like, a 7 chain stab? Or whatever. It's called a penhold. It's only really used in Asia. Yeah, I think when I was at school, people just called it, like, the Asian hand style or something. The thing is, though, like, if they just flag people that get kills, what happens if you just get a random crit as Demo Man and kill 8 people? Or if you play Spy and get a bunch of really lucky crits? What if you get vac banned for just playing the game normally?
Yeah, I think the biggest problem with any ban detection thing is clamping down on false positives.
Because that's a big issue. Fortunately, most of VAC right now is just injection stuff, so I don't have to worry about me or any of my friends getting banned, because unless they've got cheat engine running from like Binding of Isaac or something, there's no way they can get VAC banned to my knowledge. And if they did, I think they have a system set up where... Okay. I think they have a system set up where they pardon you, basically. Well, like if... I think, what was it? There was some old program, like an overlay or something that set off a bunch of people's VAC. It was like Skype or something. And they just went back on it and gave everyone their power back. It'd be cool if you could add nickname, like as a weird feature in TF2, if you could add nicknames to players so they couldn't use blank names.
That is actually a good idea.
Because it's really hard to fix it because it's just part of the ASCII name set. Or the ASCII character set. But if you could manually just click on them and say, hello, I want this person to be called, you know, player 1 or whatever. It would be quite interesting.
What kind of nickname would you want, Woolen?
I'd probably just go for like a square, like the ASCII for a square. Could make it really, really visible if they were alive or dead.
Oh, cool.
Be smart about it, I think. If I just do this, I don't know. Cubit Cumberland. I'm starting to recognize a lot of regulars in this server. I went on the True TF2 subreddit, and some guy was saying the THG pub was good. I think it was Foxy or whatever, like one of the backburner pyros. Maybe not Foxy. Oh. Oh, thanks, Milkshake. I accepted Milkshake finally. Is there not a... Where did the sniper go? I'm sorry, I'm bad, I missed everything. Oh. And maybe it's just like a max... Oh, he left. Maybe it's just a max of 2 snipers and he got kicked off sniper or something. Pretty interesting way to stop someone from cheating. It's like, just not let them play the class. He's just hacking because you're streaming and it's what these people do.
Woolen,
Hello.
I send you a pretty thing.
Is it a picture of you? Oh, it's a rabbit in the top hat.
Aww.
You're refreshing. Add more fonts to TF2 because all you
It's
see
not
is
a
the
rabbit,
symbols
it's a
used when
floofer.
using bids.
It's a fancy floofer.
It's a fancy. Doesn't TF2 just use whatever font space your computer has? Hence why you can use, like, I can get up the danger shield now, I guess.
I also
Hence
posted
why-
it in Mumble.
Oh no, he's just in spec. Maybe he's waiting for Sniper to be a free spot or something? What was I going to say? Doesn't TF2 just use your font space for Windows, hence why people can have, like, what's that thing called? Where you can have, like, the trailing text on the below and below? Like, ja. You know what I mean? I used it on the title of the stream.
That
It's- there
text
was-
corruption thing.
Yeah, it was there was a reference to a paste bin, I believe. It's like, he is coming, watch out. They're using recurring code in JavaScript or something, and it just got more and more terrifying. It's a horrifying world we live in. Someone trying to find... I mean, I could probably just go into my Firefox, type in J, and I'll probably be at the top of the list next to hot new snipers in your area.
The hacker's been banned. Woo!
Oh, thank you, if that was a moderator. Or if
It was an
not.
admin.
Thank you, admin. Very nice man. I don't actually know who the admins are on this server.
I believe that would be Dave.
Dave and admin.
Well, someone said thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah,
Maybe
there
it's
he is.
because I
He's
don't
in spec.
have, oh, hello.
DAV.
Oh, I see. Maybe it's because I don't have chat on screen anymore. Because I remember when I used to play on like Skyle and Dust Bowl and stuff, all the admins would have their own coloured font and stuff. And that's how I knew them. But because I don't have it, the only interaction with admins is through other people telling me. Oh, hello. What would you do to stop cheating at Woolen Sleevelet? I would add a system in the game where you get hats the more people that liked you. And if you got 1,000 people who liked you, it would consider you a cheater and immediately backban you. And I promise that would never be used to abuse streamers, like that system in PUBG where you could automatically ban a guy if he got 100 reports, so people started banning popular streamers, and they didn't really think of the feature. I don't know how to avoid cheating. I don't know how you'd incentivize people to play normally, because I think it's just really, really bored people most of the time. I don't think anyone wakes up in the morning and says, I'm going to go ruin someone else's day. They're probably like, aha! So I think it's more of a psychological thing. Maybe make the game have a lower skill ceiling, so like there's certain games that basically play themselves when you press the Q key. There's
yes.
no point in
I know what
cheating
you're
in those
talking about.
because there's only like 2 characters where your aim actually matters, and even then they both have the ability to press Q anyway. I don't know. So I think TF2 is quite a hard
You
game.
get a play of the game too for using that Q button. Isn't that great?
Oh boy. TF2 is quite a hard game, so maybe people don't like the idea of having to hit the floor. Stream buffers when Woolen is answering your question. Sorry, Snooze. What do I think should happen? I think everyone should be given... Oh, what book would you recommend to read? Here you go. When I was much younger, I remember reading the Redwall series. It was about a bunch of very small animals that set up a kingdom, and it's kind of medieval style, but like... It's one of those books where like animals...
Oh, Redwall? I love
Redwall. Amazing book series. Anthropomorphize little animals, so like badgers are, you know, fierce warriors, and you know, shrews are kind of cool, but then like otters are badass, and like, but there's also anger. Like I think rats are not very popular. It's a really, really good little book series. Very, very old. Redwall, I think. So I remember my older sister, she was like 10 years on me. Oh, hey, Quentin. Oh, he was 10 years on me. I used to like reading them. But yeah, Redwall's good. Or Redwall, I guess. Can you reset
Well, then I
everything?
sent you another thing.
I think that you should avoid people cheating in the game by making the game more fun.
I'm having more fun right now because I found a picture of a floofer dressed like a witch.
Oh, witch floofer. Is it like the witch top-rated floofers?
Oh, I found one that's dressed like a hot dog!
Oh, what?
Hot dog.
Oh, what, like, not like the dog, the hot dog.
No, like the bun is pretending to be the hot dog, and then it's nestled between 2 buns.
Sorry. You should add a report system. I mean, because the idea with the report system, for most people, sure. But remember that it probably wouldn't be that hard to cheese the system and force people to get banned just by having like a million bots that auto ban, like, you know, that auto report a bunch. Redwall, R-E-D-W-A-L. I think the book series is named after the fact that in like the third book, the heroes of the book build up like a church and stuff out of red brick, so it's called Redwall because the walls are red.
Church, yeah.
It's a really cool series. If you like adventures and you like mice and otters, recommend it. What was I going to say? Remember, like, a report system is really easy to abuse, so you could just get like 1,000 bots to auto-ban like your popular streamer or YouTuber or whatever. When that would happen, remember, like, you know. Imagine if... That's what happened with Star on Source Rep or Steam Rep. Similarly, was that it was abused. Like, so it was like some random Korean guy pretended to be Star and he was permanently trade banned and he just could never be bothered to get rid of it. Imagine if you could do that in the game. It'd be an issue. Yeah. I don't know. Oh wait, I can use the diamond back, it's a pub. Or I could get to 10,000 revolver frags.
Ooh, 10,000 revolver frags.
Yeah, I'll nearly be at 1/4 of the ambi frags. I have... Let's have a look. 42,000 ambi frags. 9,000 revolver frags. 22,000 spicicle. 33,000 on the stock. And then I reset my kunai, so it's only at 6,000. I'm miffed about it. Go on, Spirit.
I just realized, I looked at how many posts I've posted in the Buns channel, and apparently I posted 161 times.
That's a lot of buns. You're going to turn to L1W in the Rainbow channel. Make people flagged in a server with a bot that moves... Place people flagged in a server with bot that moves in a way that bot gets headshot, but not with real humans. What do you mean? Hello, Quirty. Bacon left. Ooh, I don't understand.
Hi, Tor!
Aha! Oh, we're gonna have to like cap it super fast, otherwise the server will die. I don't have anything particularly great against Tide Tower, but it's kind of this server doesn't like it too much. Your highest strange weapon is your Spicicle with 5,000 kills. It's just something that happens over a long time. Like, my old kunai had a lot more than 6,000. I think I used to just play the group keep all day, hence why I think I must have sold them. Yeah. I used to have like an amputation and a crossbow on medic with like 5,000 kills each, because all I would play is medieval mode. But my kunai had like 12,000 or something, and this was back before I played competitive, and then I accidentally traded it to my bot to my ult that I used to for crate storage like a long time ago. And then ever since then I've just used it to play UGC whenever the main doesn't work. Because there was an issue from a while ago, remember? Where you got like randomly kicked from servers for no reason. And your game just wouldn't start up unless you did a Rubik's Cube and a bunch of other things. So basically uses my own bot. You know, like how Scrap.tf have them. Because at the time, I think it might be different now, but like backpack expanders are really, really expensive. I eventually just traded them all back, but as a mistake, I ended up trading my strange kunai, and I've never lived it down, because it was a cool kunai. But not to fret. We will get it mech eventually, maybe one day. Shoot. Well, maybe not just yet. What's your highest kill, Chickabow, on a strange?
My highest, probably my Jag. Let me look at my Jag.
Oh, well, yeah, because it gets kills for every sentry kill. Wait, does your shotgun have less kills than your Jag?
Well, I use a lot of different shotguns. I have a lot of shotguns at like 10k.
Well, then that means overall your shotgun, I would say.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I was talking about top kills, strange kills. You have like 100,000 across all your snipers, don't you?
Let me see.
24,900 on my Jag.
2,000 what?
24,900 sentry kills on my Jag.
That sounds pretty reasonable, 24k. That's even more than a normal kill, because you have to build up a full sentry and people have to walk into it manually.
Let me check how many kills I have.
It's also my oldest strange. I've had that strange for like, I'd say 5 years. Ooh. And I never reset it, so that's probably time investment.
I think my oldest strange, I don't have it anymore, but it was like a 6 or 7, I guess 6-year-old, because I got it in 2011. It was a Tribalman Shiv. My friend was doing a bunch of unboxing, and he said if he got another bloody Shiv, he'd just give it away to the next person he wrote in chat. So I think I managed to write in chat, and I got this free 1 reclaimed metal worth strange, which at the time I thought was super valuable. I think I sold it. Oh, go on, Spirit.
So on all of my my sniper rifles, on one of them I have 2.9k, my Australian 16.5k, Blood Killer 3k.
What about your woolly one?
Yeah, that's the one with almost 3k.
Ew. Overall, like 1 million, I don't know.
My... What the fuck is this thing called now again? Oh yeah, my Strange Festive Night Owl, 3.8k. My Opera Hand, 11.5k. Strange Festive with 35.5k. And then my normal Strange Sniper Rifle, 42k.
You have many kills. I always find snipers have the most kills on all of their strangers. Like Morg has like 200 million or something. The older Strange just stays you never use it, so when he has like 400 kills on it. I still have my original Strange knife from like years ago, I think. Yeah, server clearing, 3,500. That was a long time
I have
ago.
a combined 21,000 on my shotguns.
Ooh.
Just my stock shotguns. I didn't
Yeah.
count the Frontier Justice.
No, I'd count it as the stock shotgun, because like Spirit has the stock sniper rifle, but like 80 times. Shoot me again. I dare you. And then chase me up top with your rocket launcher. That's right. I'm just a simple soldier, here to rocket jump and shoot rockets and such. Watch out, I'm actually that man right there. Just going to sap your sentry gun. Don't mind me, just a friend. Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe it's not the best time to be playing Spy. You don't know any strangers until you got like 3,000 hours in, so you recently just got a Strange Festive one, so it's only got 100 kills on it. I'd feel disappointed, because then I'd be like, oh, I'm missing so many strange kills that I would have had. What you were saying was that the check system would come in as soon as a head becomes available to be shot. It does a timer. I just did a off the screen. Anyway. If you get a kill in a certain amount of time, it gets flagged. But remember that accidents always do happen. So it would have to be a lot of flags that get set. Like that, or often cheaters tend to target one person, don't they? So if someone's clearly only killing one person and they set off a bunch of flags, maybe that could work as a system, but like... What happens if a player he just started playing the game, his friend gave him TF2, he said go download TF2, it's free, and he just happens to get a really cool flick shot on the sniper, which looks obviously really, really cheaty, but it was a complete accident. Would you give him a flag? How would you tell him apart from someone that just made up an alt account that's only got 5 hours in it? How do you tell someone's an alt away from their main? What is a main? What is an alt? Yeah, it's a tricky situation. I think they should just de-incentivize it by going to all of their houses and give them a good old slap on the jaw every time they cheat. That'll probably put them off of it. One of your friends got a strange when he got the game, so it's now got like 5,000 hours and like 700k kills in a sniper rifle. Yeah, Morg has like hundreds of thousands on his strange sniper rifle, and he's had like... How many hours does Morg have on the sniper? He's a Russian sniper. Very good. Went away for a while, so I think he did army, but he's back now, I think. No help?
Yeah, it's already been to the army.
Yeah.
They have like a 1-year conscription.
In Russia?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they also have the thing. According to Irfix, when I talked to him once, he said that in Russia you either go to university or you go to the army.
And Morg chose the army over the university.
I guess.
Well, because both of it, in countries with conscription, it goes on your CV the same as a job, right? If you're in the military service, you say, I did that for like a year or whatever.
They recently reinstated conscription here.
Yeah.
So now, like, people born in 99 and 2000, they're gonna get, like, monitored for stuff, and then like 5,000
like
people are gonna get drafted into military service.
That's not quite my thing.
And they're gonna get drafted for about...
Like
I think they're gonna stay in the army for like 9 months.
Oh, well, that's not quite. Hello. Can I have a click? Possible.
I don't have to go, so... Feels good, man.
Hello. I really wanted to air jump up top, but you kept shooting multiples. The Carbonado guaranteed after doing 3 missions. I think you're guaranteed a bot killer. It could be a diamond or a Carbonado, I thought, or it could be a gold or a regular or something. I don't remember how the bot killers work. I think bot killers are kind of cheap now. I remember when diamonds came out, everyone thought they were going to replace festives. I remember on Outpost, ages ago, when MVM came out, I think diamond bot killers were going for like 25, 30 keys or something, like the first early ones. One of them was being... The first diamond bot killer, scattergun, I think, that was sold, was in like a scout set, and he marked it up a huge amount. But if you went back a while in the past, he was trying to sell it with a festive at the same price, which is kind of cool. Remember festives, especially the ones that I own, used to be really expensive, and now they're cheap in comparison. Like I spent like 50 keys on half of my festives, and now they're like 8. Probably not the best investment, really. You tried to get into Ambi, but you didn't. The army, not the Ambi. I misread that, sorry. Woolen Mystery Chat, episode 69. What's wrong? Help. Anyone want to shoot one of those nice healing arrows at me? I'll just shoot you with a shotgun. Milkshake, can you help me with your nice arrow, please? Hello? Can you heal me, please? Oh, I'm... Help. Oh. That does help me, I guess. Why would you want to go into the army? I mean, some people like the army because it's like, you know... Some people like working under a rigid system, some people like the idea of being in power, some people like the idea of working for their country, some people like the idea of doing something constructive and they're not entirely sure what they want to do and they know the military is always needed. There's a lot of reasons to do it. Oh, ham. Is that summer ham? The texture mod improvement even impossible to install now. It should be possible to import if you have preload, you should be able to get the texture improvement back. Why am I playing Pyro? I should be playing like demo or Spy. I'll just go back to Spy. It doesn't really matter, does it? Hello. Oh, Milkshake. I'll go demo and we can frag. That is a good plan. You said Milkshake was from the Netherlands. Oh, bye, Tyrion. Is Daniel still here? Maybe. See ya. Good night. Because we always get Milkshake in the Mumble movie. You custom. The texture improvement pack, it used to just be a VPK, I think. You just put it in your custom as a VPK, and it used to just run. And Ohio. Hello, Hammerham. Sammerham, Hammer Sam. No? That's you, Sam, isn't it? No, that's a duh, wasn't it? Have you ever had the smoke bombs... What, sorry? Have you ever had heard of the smoke bomb Stubby wants to add? Was that like a Dead Ringer replacement where, like, you right-click and it sets up, like, a big distraction instead of just Dead Ringer or something? Or was it one, like, there was, like, a typical watch replacement that was basically just... You can teleport, basically? And I never understood how that would work in balance-wise. Oh, bollocks. Demo Man's not my best class. We go Pyro again? Maybe give it a go. Shoot some people. I don't know. Chickabow.
Yes.
What do you think of Stabby smoke bomb thing? Exactly.
Yeah.
My thoughts exactly.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
yeah,
demo
like I don't know, like whatever.
Soul like. Yeah. A lot of people's weapon ideas aren't. They're thought of as fun and not balanced, and that's perfectly fine. That's what they should be. It would be really boring just to say, yeah, let's make a shotgun that reloads a bit faster but has one less bullet in the clip. That's balanced, but it's like really boring. Yeah. But when people are like, hey, let's give Spy the ability to like teleport whenever, I think that's kind of where I want to draw the line. That's a bit too far.
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I just baited the sentry into shooting a rocket to kill 2 demo men.
Oh, that's great.
That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Iron bomb. I mean, I know the iron bomb is meant to be more consistent to aim with, but I've just got no armors with it, so I'm kind of difficult when it comes to aiming with it. I mean, the other issue is if they bring up systems that are public to prevent cheating, like a ban system, it probably would be understood pretty fast. Like, people would realize really, really fast how to abuse them and get around them. If you demo you want me to review, you won by a long shot, but it's one more recent. Because the thing is, like, when it comes to demos where like the winner is really, really clear, it's kind of hard to do a demo review on it because there's no mistakes to say, hey, you could have improved on this part. And often in lower divisions, the way you win is not necessarily the way that you'd want to be playing every game. Like sometimes, you know, you might get a little bit lucky and you win as a result, or something bad happens and you're not punished. Whereas if, you know, if it's a medium game where you do good and bad things, it's much easier to do a review of. I don't know. It depends what it's like. If you got your team won by a long shot, but you're unsure how your gun spying action works, and you wanted to get opinions on like placement and, you know, ideas and stuff that you made, like, oh, was it a good idea for me to go for the demo here, or should I have held back the spawn camp? Was it a good idea for me to go to the teleport here? That's fine. That's stuff I can review. But if it's just a case of their team always being dead, you not ever being spy checked, and getting away with a lot, it's kind of hard to use it as an educational thing. Because games sometimes are just kind of free. Oh yeah, check it out. I've been doing demo reviews lately. Do you have any engineer demos I could look at?
I'm not a very exciting player, really, to look at
Do you
or
have any
review.
textbook demos that I could look at and we could do together and we could show this is how a good engineer plays
I'd
upward?
have to spend the day to look through my demos.
Okay, so nothing off the top of your head.
Yeah, nothing off the top of my head.
If you happen to have a game in the future that you think is quite textbook and it would be useful as a video, please do let me know. In lower divisions,
the
it just
way.
don't mess up as much as the thing. Yeah. Oh, sorry, go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get going though.
You need to head off.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some like dinner or something. I didn't eat much today.
Au revoir, window. Bye.
See ya.
Bye. People could abuse the a report system just by having a bunch of alts set up to test it, and reporting themselves and stuff. How do you get into competitive? Try playcomp.tf. It's a URL. It's a website. Play as a word, comp as a word, .tf, and it gives you a lot of info on UGC, Tip to Well, Asia Fortress, Oz Fortress, Lobbies, Stadium, PogChamp, all that stuff. It's just a really, really good little website. You sent me another picture, Spirit. Is this a Long Island? Oh, it's a good rabbit. They can tell.
It's a magical floofer.
It's a magical floofer. The thing with the report system is people could test. They could say, hey, is this cheat checked? Oh, it is. Let's get rid of that. Oh, is this one checked? Oh, it's not. Let's use that one. And they could just report their own accounts over and over again. It's free to make a Steam account. They could make it so you're there's only one Steam account per IP, and if you want to have more, you have to specifically ask and prove that it's a brother or something. But that might be really hard to implement, and in the end, it would make Valve less money. And I think they're less worried about making a good balanced game than making money. And as right now, they don't have. No one has to pay for a Steam account, and that's a big thing. I think they'd lose billions if that was a thing they had to do just to fix TF2. If it was Dota or something, maybe they'd do it, but I don't think they'd do it for TF2. Magic, but yeah. So nothing. Let me link it in chat. Playcomp.tf. Also IP, if you want to play IP, not up. IP. There you go. If you want to play on the server, you can join that IP. What if you're a legit player that just has a fast reaction time? Well, yeah, there's plenty of snipers that have ridiculously high sensitivities, but they're also good snipers, so they hit their shots, but also sensitivity is high, so it looks a bit funky. That's a sentry on high tower. What a world we're living in. Good night. E. You don't get vaxxed until about 10 kills. No, but the way VAC works right now is everything's kind of behind the scenes, so it's really hard to test it. If they made a public system like a report system, I imagine it could be broken pretty fast. Some people do have a lot of time on their hands to do that kind of thing. Which is surprising, because you think in that amount of time they could just learn to play the game better, but... Ha ha ha! I think the people that make cheats are just trying to make money rather than trying to ruin the game. Which is a bit of a shame, because they could just be a programmer, they could just make money as a programmer. They don't have to make free cheats for an online game or whatever, and sell them to children with stolen credit cards. Is that a demo? Maybe? I don't know where he went. Yeah, I recommend competitive, I like it. I like it just because it's a repeatable environment, so you can get to play with your friends or a group of friends repeatedly, a lot, so it becomes a regular thing that you can look forward to. And then there's also stuff in place that prevents stuff like the reserve shooters banned, and you can only have one of each class in Highlander, and it's fun, I'd say. Most of competitors, most of the bans and limitations in place are for fun. So there's no danger shield. So if you main sniper, competitive is the best place for you, just because if you're a good sniper, you'll always win. There's no random crits that will kill you, and there's not 50 spies that will go after you. It's the best environment if you're a good player to grow. The average age of cheaters is 11 years old. Interesting. Experimentation. I don't know. I think it would be difficult to test for these kinds of things. You're still in Mumble. We've got Lifemar and Spirit. You're still there, Spirit. How are you, friendly? You're not in the server, of course. What are you busy doing? Is it just looking at floofers or?
I'm also just very tired.
I am also tired.
I watched the movie It.
Earlier. Oh, is that the new horror movie? What's it like?
Yeah.
'Cause apparently it's actually kind of good.
It was really good, but it was more of a comedy than a horror movie.
Is it a deconstruction? Are they taking the piss out of horror films?
What do you mean?
Are they haha, it's spooky, but silly, it's a really silly death or something?
No, it's still scary, but they have a lot of comedy moments.
Is it comedy that you understand as a horror movie, or is it just general comedy anyone could watch? Like, I don't watch a lot of horror I don't watch a lot of horror movies, so would I find it funny? Or would I just find it scary? Hello, Redux.
It depends. When there are several jump scares.
Nice flag on this one. There's jumps. Oh, I don't like jump scares. I think it's like a really cheap horror. Because it's not actually something that you've put thought into being scary, it's just terrorizing human beings.
But it's creative scary.
Oh, if it's creative, then I guess. If they force you to look at a certain area, and then, I don't know, because a lot of jump scares are just shock horror, which, like, shock horror isn't, once you know it's coming, it's no longer scary. The scariest kind of stuff is stuff that it's still troubling even after you know it happens.
You mean it becomes a cliche?
No, not necessarily. If it's like psychological horror, for example, is really scary, because even though you know it's happening, it doesn't just rely on shock, it relies on you having to overthink it, and the you overthinking it is what makes it scary. Like, you know, all those like SCP, all those articles and stuff that are like horror. Those are all cool because they're like, you know, they make you think horror, so they make you even more scared because you've already thought about it in a realistic manner, and they're still scary, which makes them even harder. That's what I think, anyway. I think the more thinking you have to do as a person, the scarier it is, because it's hard. You can't just overthinking and then make it no longer scary. Like, you can't just turn off the sound and run at Redeads in Zelda. Oh,
What I also like is, if you've ever played the Half-Life 2 mod, Nightmare House.
Hello, Pocky. The what, sorry?
If you've ever played the Half-Life 2 mod called Nightmare House.
I haven't. What is it?
I mean, the first one is basically it's like the first Nightmare House
title,
game was more like a cliche. You crash your car and then you enter an abandoned building, which is haunted. Ooh, spooky.
Right. Ooh, spooky, spooky, spooky.
And then the sequel, Nightmare House 2, that one you get to play Nightmare House 1, which is kind of the prequel. And then you have Nightmare House 2, which is the sequel where you wake up in
Pokemon
in an empty hospital.
Tentacles.
And you have to survive and spooky. Ooh.
Spooky. Spooky ghosts. Do you have any favourite horror films and stuff? Like, if I were to go and watch some now, would you have any recommendations for me? I killed your medic system. Like, do you have any, like, because a lot of classics are still good despite them being lower production value than what you'd expect these days. Like, what is it, 28 Days Later? It's still meant to be really good? And that's not that old. 28 Days Later is like maybe...
28 Days Later is an old one.
10 years old? 20 years old?
No, it's 15 years old, I think. It
still
was released in 2002.
It was early 2000s, okay. Because I've only ever seen 28 Weeks Later, and I really enjoyed that. But apparently 28 Days Later is also really good.
Why would you watch it 28 weeks later before 28 days?
It was on TV, and I thought it was 28 Days Later. I heard it was good. I watched it. I enjoyed it. Was that the film with the giant helicopter section on the field?
Yeah, that's
and the subway,
28 weeks later.
Yeah, those are weeks later. I liked that. That was a really good film. That was a really good scene. Oh, sorry. I'm really worried, Pocky. You're worrying me. Is it Pocky? It's like cookies. Smile.Jeff. Yeah, like, photoshopping a face to be blank white but have black irises. That's not really, that's, like, it's scary, but that's just scary because humans are incredibly flawed and it's built into us that stuff like that just looks slightly a bit wrong. And that's why it scares us. I don't think it's good horror, though. Like, I have no mouth and I cannot scream. It's good horror, because it's like, oh yeah, that's like pretty horrific circumstance. Body horror is horrific, because it's like, that's not a situation you'd ever want to be in, and as a result, you can't respond positively to it. So it's terrifying. 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later is good because it's like spooky zombie movies. Apparently Hills of Ice is scary, yeah.
If I were to recommend a horror movie which I personally enjoyed was Satanic.
Satanic?
Yeah, according to IMDb, like the plot on IMDb says, 4 friends on their way to Coachella stop-off in Los Angeles to tour true crime occult sites, only to encounter a mysterious young runaway who puts them on a terrifying path to the ultimate horror. Which basically it's a group of teens that are on summer break and they go visit like places where satanic cults used to hang out.
Ooh, occult stuff's pretty good. I don't really think I've ever seen an occult film. Or like, you know, something like that. Like a necromancer or a Satan kind of thing. Oh, do you know what is good? The horror manga guy that wrote Gyo? And I think it's called, the one with the fish with legs and stuff. I read that at like 4 AM a couple of weeks ago. It was really good. It was also the one, the horror of something fault, Ennemargus fault. The tiny little manga short about like a weird big fissure that appears out of nowhere, and it's got like human-sized holes in it, and like, this is my hole, this is made for me, or whatever. Those are really, really good horror mangas. I need to read more of his work. I just don't.
Have you ever read the Bong Chong Dong comic?
Bong Chong Dong?
Yeah.
No, what's that?
It's basically a comic about. Basically, it's about a girl that goes home from school at night, and this girl stumbles upon a ghost, which asks the girl, "Where's my baby?" And then the scary thing is that when you scroll down and you reach a certain section, it auto scrolls.
Ooh, is it just, do you read it on a certain website and they've like scripted it to do that?
Yeah.
I like the sound of it.
And it has sound effects.
Because I don't like the sound effect. Sound like, unless you set it up correctly beforehand, it might get super loud and like jump scary. Was it? Yeah, it's like Junji Ito or Ito or something. He's like an incredibly good horror manga artist. He had his own anime. I think it was that Go or whatever, the fish thing. They made that into an anime and it was awful. Like apparently it was really bad. It was all CG, despite it being a good horror thing. It worked on a lot of smell stuff. Like it made you imagine really nasty smells, and then it was like, oh, he has a little bit body horror in there. Spooky stuff. But apparently I think he's getting his own horror anime, which will apparently be really, really good, because he's a very, very, very good writer. So hopefully that ends up happening. I think they did announce that they were going to do that. It would be good to see. Oh my god. Please, full damage. Thank you. Yeah. Long Dream is a very interesting concept, yeah. A lot of his, I'd say, if you like horror stuff and you don't like... I'd recommend him. I know it's manga, and you think, oh, Japan, anime, little girls in skirts and all that. He just happens to be Japanese, so his writing style happens to be manga, but the fact that it makes it really, really, really good. Like, the artwork is all really well done, and a lot of it is, like, not necessarily psychological horror, although some of it is. A lot of it is, like, just really, really well-written horror. It's not, shocking and, like, Corpse Party is horrific because it's just body horror. It's like people getting cut up. The stuff he writes is all a lot more than that. So if you like horror, I'd recommend reading up on that Ito guy. Even though it is manga, so you have to like read it right to left. That's about all. Just consider it like a black and white comic if you want to, but it's all really good stuff.
It says here, according to the Ghost comics I was talking about, this is actually based on a true story, I think.
Go on.
In 2007, at an apartment complex in Bongchong-dong, Gwa-ak-gu, Seoul, a 33-year-old woman jumped off the apartment roof and died on the spot. Known as surname Cho, a divorcee due to her extramarital affair, she had lost custody of her 2-year-old daughter. After that incident, Cho was seen walking around the apartment complex several times.
Oh.
Ooh, spooky.
Woolen, tell a campfire story. I can tell you a good camp story.
I'm gonna tell the world's most scariest story.
Once upon a time, Woolen accidentally deleted the Buns channel on Discord. There's no more rabbits on Discord anymore. Ooh, spooky.
That was actually pretty terrifying. Please don't say that ever again.
Horrifying. I don't know any good campfire stories. I don't know any good stories other than like real life ones or ones that I've heard or second person through like YouTube and stuff. I'm not very good when it comes to like fictional stories and remembering them. I can tell you the introduction to Ocarina of Time. That's what you want. So you start on the scene and it's it's young Link. He's all shivering. He's a bit cold. There's no Navi or anything. And then he envisions it's the front of Hyrule Castle on the field. And then Ganon comes out on his horse. The bridge comes down and he's all spooky and shit. And then Link gets pushed onto the ground and goes, ah! Or doesn't get pushed on the ground, he just starts screaming and looks at Ganon. And then he wakes up, and Navi flies from the Deku Tree to his house, and that's the intro to Ocarina of Time. It's a good game. There you go. Does he have
Apparently, These
Oh,
are
coffee
fresh
again.
news. Apparently 10 minutes ago, North Korea fired another missile towards Japan.
Towards?
Yeah.
Why are North Korea shooting Japan? What do they have? I thought it was North Korea versus America, and I thought Japan was scared because they thought that if America shot North Korea,
The thing
they'd
is,
accidentally
though,
hit Japan. I didn't
Japan
know
and
were actually
America
directly
are
involved.
close allies.
Now, I think that's great. Their differences aside from previous years.
They have been together in an alliance
long time,
since the end of the
100 years.
Second World War.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm glad.
And the thing is also that Japan was also part of the sanctions that
Did
were
legit players
imposed
hit 100%
onto
headshots?
North Korea.
No, but you might have a game where you just hit like 20 headshots in a row. It's not that abnormal. YouTube.com/catonroomba. Is that a cheater or is that someone from chat? Because he has a very high ping and he's playing sniper and hitting headshots. Maybe he's just got a high ping he wants to play. Oh fuck. I jumped into it. North Korea hates everyone. I thought North Korea likes China? Or something like there was one country that they tried to pretend
China
they were
used
good
to
with.
used to be like the babysitter of North Korea,
They
but
looked after them.
recently they've stepped over the
Oh, is there
line.
an update? There probably isn't, is there? Let's have a look.
Like China told
I'll
them,
check for everyone
you've
in
crossed
chat.
the line.
I'll just TF2. I don't think there was an update, because you hear about a... Oh, TF2 update. Are they preparing? Yeah, it's just some small 10 megabyte update. That's cool. That means they're working either for an update or the update, so that might come in the next couple of weeks, maybe. It's just a 10 megabyte thing, so don't worry about it. Do you have any good campfire stories, Spirit?
Huh?
Do you have any good campfire stories?
Once upon a time
There's a
there
10
was a
megabyte
fluffer. He was very fluffy.
Do you want to Google for stories to read? Like short
And,
stories?
and then he floofed too much,
He floofed.
and everyone died.
He floofed too close to the sun. You can always Google for a nice campfire story, Spirit, and read out. Like a really short one, like, 30 lines or whatever. But you could read the
or
manual
I could tell
for
puns.
Super Smash Bros. Oh, you can tell puns. Jokes are good. Jokes are good.
Like you know the thing where, what do you call the thing when you start a round on TF2 where you go out of? Like the doors.
Starter?
No fence.
That was oh yeah, let's go. That was a real bum tickler, that one.
I guess you're pretty bummed about it.
You're actually probably the most awful.
How can I be awful if I'm not a bunch of organs?
A bad one. You should read those 2-sentence stories. It was a really, really spooky story. A man in the middle of the night, because darkness is scary, a man in the middle of the night heard a spooky voice, and it was his daughter saying, "Hello!" And when he went to his daughter's room, she wasn't there.
Oh, I've heard of those, like the shortest horror stories, and one of them was like, I woke up in the
Humanity.
middle of the night to hear tapping on my window. I live on the 13th floor.
I don't have a window. I mean, that one's not that scary, because that would just be like a bird shitting itself. Oh. The spookiest one is just, modern society, man. Capitalism. Scariest horror story of all. Mankind. Divided. You could improve the accuracy of the system by recording the time a shot was done as well. Even legit players don't kill players immediately after firing. You have to have some idea. Yeah, but then people just develop cheats that just resembled player shots. It wouldn't stop them from cheating. They just have to develop a different system. If that's not already what they're doing. Excuse me. This is cyberbullying. I'm being cyberbullied. Where's Milkshake gone? I see you shooting arrows. I see you shooting. Help. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Familiarize yourself with smack. Is that the, it's either something you do to someone when you don't like them, an anti-cheat system, or a horror story compilation website. The last man on Earth sat in a dark room alone, and there was a knock on the door. Ooh. Very spooky. I'm actually gonna go for like shitty short, like really bad short horror stories. Bad short horror stories. Ah, bad creepypasta wiki. This is where I want to be. Sonic.exe, another round. Oh, these are all really long. I want short ones. Super short, scary stories on Reddit. Ah. Oh my god, this one's really bad. I'm not going to read that one. That one's really bad. Yeah, I don't like that. What about that one? It's not very... Oh no, it's awful. I don't want to read any of these. I thought there were going to be some nice, wholesome horror stories that were all, like, horrifying. Which I guess that's the point. But in a bad way, not in a funny way. Bad creepypastas. No, they were just stuff like... They were things... Like, one of them was, like... It made you think that the guy was talking about werewolves because he's talking about beating chains, and then he just at the last second he talked about beating his wife. Like that's not a horror story. That's just a guy being really rude.
I'm gonna go because I kind of want to eat.
You're off to bed, Speedy.
Yeah, I want to eat dinner and then I just want to go sleep.
Immediately go back. Okay, good night, Spirit then.
Good night,
I'll be on
friend.
tomorrow if you want to say Ohio. I want to get
I'm not gonna be on that much this weekend.
Oh, I see. Here we
So
go.
I see you
We can
Monday.
sit on here. See you
Bye,
see you
friendo.
Monday, friendo. Have a good weekend. Let's have a look for really, really
You
short
too.
horror stories then. Good night. Short horror stories. For kids. Yeah. Oh, there's a BuzzFeed article. This will be way better. Oh yeah, there's like spooky pictures of people with like shadows under their eyes. These aren't short. Oh, this one is... No, that one's not. This one's called 1001. I hope it's not like porn or something. The Moors are having a baby. I glanced up from the table, surprised. They got the okay? My husband nodded. The paperwork came in today, so I heard. He lowered his eyes in sorrow. Poor Joanna. She was only 53. I breathed. A bead of sweat dripped down from my brow, landing on the cold, concrete floor of the bunker. I tried to remind myself to be thankful for this place, the concrete tomb, but it grew more difficult each day. Perpetuum Technologies, the company that sprung up just in time for the largest nuclear war the world has ever seen, had designed the vault to sustain 1,000 people for as long as it took the surface to be inhabitable again. Exactly 1,000 people. Poor Joanna indeed. Oh, that one's spooky because they killed her? Because you're only allowed to have 1,000 people in this closed society? Is that real spooky? Are you guys worried? I hope so. I hope I tickled your worry bones. We can go into spec and watch someone while I run around and read these. There you go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the stream picks these up. Wait, I need to find it. There we go. Now it's not got the storyboard up. Oh, a quiet cabin in the woods. My wife was shaking me quietly. This is a good start. I looked around the cabin. The girls must have gone to bed. The fire had burned down to embers. My glass of scotch was still in my hand. Something is tapping on the porch. Then I heard it too. I know the Sonic music's bad. I grabbed my axe and lit the lantern. I opened the door expecting a skunk or a raccoon, but instead I found a boy about 10 years old. He stared at me petrified for a moment, then bolted down the path towards the woods. I gave chase. He was losing me, but I heard him tumble to the ground. I leapt on top of him in rage. Why were you knocking on my porch? I screamed. My uncles told me to, he stammered. I was no longer angry, but confused. But why? I asked. To get you out of the cabin. No? Oh, this one's spooky. It's got like a 2 bitrate JPEG next to it. The Sonic music is made to be spooky, by the way, watch out. Any day now, she'll say her first words. My wife and I had been playfully betting on what she'll say first, Mama or Daddy. I can hear my wife crooning over and over while she feeds her Mama's little girl. Mama loves you so much. Sometimes she's not even subtle about it. Come on, say Mama, you little shit. Come on, Mama. I don't mind it though. I believe she'll win. I believe I'll win. When we first brought her home, she would scream and cry, and nothing my wife would say would calm her down. But I just knew how to hold her until she fell asleep. Our daughter was a daddy's girl. A wife needed all of the handicaps she could get. I sat her daughter on her chair, and my wife and I begin babbling like chickens. Mama, daddy, say mama, who's daddy's baby? I probably should have pre-read this one. I pull the gag out of our little girl's mouth. Please, what do you want from me? Please let me go. My wife's smile falls from her face with a heavy heart. I pull the gag back as the girl starts to scream. I take her back to the room, locking her in and shutting the lights out. When I return, I find my wife crying. It's okay, honey. The next one will be better, I promise. That's horrifying. That's not a nice story at all. It's about some people that just, like, bully their child. I don't like that. That one's not nice at all. Oh, Timekeeper. This might be a good one. He had been given the watch on his 10th birthday. It was an ordinary grey plastic wristwatch in every respect except for the fact it was counting down. This is all of the time you have left in the world, son. Use it wisely. And indeed he did. As the watch ticked away, the boy, now a man, lived life to the fullest. He climbed mountains and swam oceans. He talked and laughed and lived and loved. The man was never afraid, for he knew exactly how much time he had left. Eventually, the watch began its final countdown. The man stood looking over everything he had done, everything he had built. He shook hands with his old business partner, the man who had been his friend and confidant. 4. His dog came and licked his hand, earning a pat on the head for his companionship. 3. He hugged his son, knowing that he had been a good father. 2. He kissed his wife on the forehead one last time. 1. The old man smiled and closed his eyes. Then nothing happened. The watch beat once and turned off. The man stood standing there very much alive. You would think that in the final moment he would have been overjoyed. Instead, for the first time in his life, the man was scared. That was not a horror story. That was a story about a man who lived a full life and then didn't die. That one was kind of crap. There was no official competitive. What was all of this? I completely missed chat for a while, sorry. Your leg's really hairy. Yeah, that's the biggest of all the horror stories. There's some good old-fashioned asthma. Green Hill Zone just killed this. Are you sure? Green Hill Zone is the spookiest music in all of Sonic. Not Sonic X. What was the... Sonic Unleashed? No. What was the horror? The really, really crappy horror thing. Hey, MVP. Welcome back, yeah. We were reading really, really top-tier horror stories. Basically, one of the main reasons for wanting for the Pyro update. You want an official competitive. Oh, there is an official competitive. Hello. Yes. Well, everyone's gone off to bed, so I've decided to just read books by myself, basically. We're now officially evenings with Woolen. One day, maybe. We'll have to see. Maybe there'll be a book reading. Show the 2-bit rate JPEG. What? Go away. Oh. Oh yeah, they changed rollers. He had 8 HP. You missed the second one for the first one. Oh! I'll have to clip it. I mean, we can do more. If you want me to read more, let me know. I'd be happy to just sit in Spectator and read stories and not play the game. I thought I had to play the game. Slightly spooky stories with Woolen. I mean, that last one was just wholesome. It was some guy that had a nice life and more. If we get like 2 Panokos in chat, I'll read more. And I like a good Panoko. Read stories 24/7. Could do that if you want. Never actually play the game, but just read stories. I'd be like one of those booby streamers, but instead of having boobies, I could use my brain to make words come out my mouth sometimes that other people have written. Or maybe I could instead just be a booby streamer. That would be popular, wouldn't it? If you're going to. That's only 1 Panoko. I'm afraid it's 2 Panokos for more. Why are you not taking crit damage? Oh, well. You're going to have to please make the OST quieter. Do you know what we'll do? We'll play the Shadow Temple Extended. Shadow Temple Extended. Listen to this. This is spooky. This is a half-an-hour remix of the Shadow Temple. Ooh, very spooky. Ooh, very, very spooky. Atmospheric as well. Ooh. Short, shitty children's horror story. Children. Here we go. The Clown Statue. A girl in her teens babysat for a wealthy family one night. The wealthy family had a very large house with many rooms. It was filled with lots of artifacts and old ornaments from all over the world. As the parents were leaving to go out, the fowler told them... Wait, give me a sec. How's that? Here we go. Whoops. Shit, let's scroll all the way down. Oh, sorry. As the parents were leaving to go out, the father told the girl that once she was to put the kids down, she must go to the basement, watch TV there, and not go wandering around the house. Once the kids are asleep, the girl retires to the basement room to watch TV. However, she cannot concentrate on her show, because in the corner of her room is the life-size clown of a clown statue grinning at her. She finally decides to drape a blanket over the statue so she can ignore it. After a while, she can't stand looking at the clown statue's oversized feet sticking out from under the blanket. She decides to call the father and ask his permission to watch TV in another room because she's freaked out by the giant clown statue in the basement room. Listen very carefully, says the man to the girl. Our children have been complaining about a clown that comes into their room in the middle of the night. We thought it was just nightmares. We don't own a clown statue. You need to get your kids and get out of the house now. I'll call the police. The girl hangs up the phone and turns around to look at the clown statue. But there's a blanket on the floor and she hears steps coming down the basement. Ah! Oh, spooky. Cause it wasn't a statue. Spooky. Yeah. We can do more. These are all like shitty children's horror stories. I think they're like the best kind. Then I just ring it behind him and Figma said, I am not the only spy. Teleports behind you. Nothing personnel, kid. The Flying Dutchman. An old legend and famous scary story. There was even a movie based on this legend in the 1950s. Some versions say the Dutchman must sail the seas until he finds the love of a good woman. This is very scary, a bit too real for me. The legend of the Flying Dutchman began in 1641 when a Dutch ship sank off the coast of the Cape of Good Hope. The captain, a Dutchman named Van der Decken, failed to notice the dark clouds looming. Only when he heard the lookout scream out in terror did he realise that they had sailed right into a fierce storm. The captain and his crew battled for hours to get out of the storm. At one point, they seemed as if they would not make it, and then with a sickening crunch, scarier than a regular crunch, the ship hit treacherous rocks and began to sink. As the ship plunged downwards, Captain Van der Decken knew that death was approaching. He was not ready to die and screamed out a curse. I will round this cape, even if I have to keep sailing until the end of time. So even today, whenever a storm brews over the Cape of Good Hope, if you look into the eye of the storm, you will be able to see the ship and its captain, the Flying Dutchman. The legend goes that whoever sees that ship will die a horrible death. Also a plot point in The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Many people have claimed to see the Flying Dutchman, including the crew of a German submarine boat during World War II. On 11th of July, 1881, the Royal Navy ship, the Banchette, was rounding the tip of Africa, when they were confronted with the sight of the Flying Dutchman. The midshipman, a prince who later became Prince George V, recorded that the lookout man and the officer of the watch had seen the Flying Dutchman, and he used this word to describe the ship. A strange red light of a phantom ship all aglow, in the midst of which light the mast, spars and sails of a brig 200 yards distant stood out in strong relief. It's a pity that the lookout saw the Flying Dutchman, for soon after, on the same trip, he accidentally fell from the mast and died. Fortunately for the English royal family, the young midshipman survived the curse to become the King of England. Was that a joke about our kings being shit? I don't understand. By the way, we can now switch to Super Mario. What's the spooky level in Mario called? Mario 64, music. What was it called? Music, like Boo's Haunt? Boo's Haunt? What's it called? Haunted House. How about that one? Ah, this is real spooky. Watch out. Oh, this one's really short. This urban legend. Oh, wait, you know what we can actually do? We can do this as well. I haven't done this. Exec config default space. There you go. Now it's like we're playing, kinda. How's that? There you go. It's way better now, isn't it? This urban legend appears in many forms in many different parts of the country. Resurrection Mary is the most famous and is associated with the southwest suburbs of Chicago and Resurrection Cemetery. Tell this story as if it happened to a personal friend. I don't think I need to read that bit. My Uncle Joe was driving home one night when he picked up a pretty girl hitchhiking in a white dress. The girl was very nice, and they have a good conversation. Horrifying. They drove her home and dropped her off at her house. The next day, he realized she left her sweater in his car. He decided to drop the sweater off at her house. When he rang the bell, an old lady answered the door. He tells her his story, and she tells him he must be mistaken. Her daughter died in a car accident many years ago. Ooh. New horror story, Woolen uses a different headset. There's not an issue with the audio, is there? This is a bit spooky only with only the music. Just the pure music, nothing else, just no gameplay. Ooh. Can we go back to playing the game, or do you want me to just... Yeah, I don't know if I want to keep reading these, they're all a bit long. We can just leave this spooky music on and play in the game for like 20 minutes. Where's Lifemar? Oh wait, exit Pyro. Lifemar, are you still here? Lifemar, I'm farming Osu double time hidden scores. We're trying to pull them in. That's how you... If you want Lifemar to appear in a mirror, just say Chucky Butter Choco Cookie 3 times in the mirror, followed by hidden double time. You'll force him to appear and yell at you for farming PP. How do you counter this? We'll leave the spooky music on, because it's a spooky atmosphere now we've created. Go away. Thank you, Magical Boy Marcus. Read a famous horror story. Once upon a time, there was a wonderful company called Cadbury's, and then it was bought by Kraft America, and then all the chocolate became expensive, shitty, and you didn't get as much in the end. Lifemar isn't mumble, he's just not speaking. Read. Guys, you think Woolen accidentally turned on sub-only mode? What? Did I? Or is that like a joke? I'm assuming that's a joke based on the fact that only subs are speaking in chat right now, but that's to be expected. You went to a Cadbury factory, yeah, don't mind it in subs. It was so good. Did you get loads and loads of free samples? Because that's what I'd want. I want to go there and be like, ooh, I'd like to have 100 Mars bars. I know they're not made here, but like, can I have them anyway? I'm like a big fan of them. Or Galaxy. Cadbury doesn't make Galaxy out of it. Who makes Cadbury? Who owns Galaxy? You had free chocolate. Wait, what good Cadbury's? Cadbury's makes, I'm not a big, like, dairy milk fan. I think it's a little bit sickly for me. But there was... Like, I used to really like the caramel dairy milk when I was younger. Oh, if you want to join, by the way, the server's still got loads of space in it. Sub-race. You got free stuff. Okay. I'm trying to think. What would you want from Cat... What do they make chocolate fingers, right? I get, like, infinite chocolate fingers, maybe. Chocolate fingers are solid. Am I meant to be, like, shooting something? There's a kappa at the end of the message. It's a joke. I don't see it. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, I think I just ignore kappa these days. We can switch off the spooky music to just, Ocarina of Time OST. There we go. We can just listen to Ocarina of Time OST. How about that? I really want to listen to the Forest Temple, but I'm also going to put this on because it's a classic tune. It's a tune of all tunes. Also, by the way, if you want to join, we're still going to play for like another 20 minutes this evening, so feel free. In the factory had melted chocolate. They just, like, did you just get to dip your hand into a chocolate fountain and just go nuts. Just go nuts. No Super Mario. We'll listen to Super Mario OST on the next stream. How about that? I think that's a good plan. Because remember, the Super Mario OST is not that long. Oh, I can go red team. The Super Mario OST is only like 20 minutes long or something, isn't it? Because most of the song, like most levels use the same song. Like Dire Dire Docks is the same song as that water level with the different heights. And like the first level is the same song as the second level and also Big Small Land or whatever. I really like the intro music to Ocarina of Time. What's that? Well, he can shoot faster than I can right click. That's unfortunate. We went to a 4D cinema. What, in Cadbury one? They had a 4D cinema there. Was it to get you to buy more chocolates? Did you end up buying anything there at all? So chairs moved and smelled good. Is that what 4D cinema is? Where they're like, oh, it's a spooky situation, so everything's gonna vibrate. I hope you enjoy being vibrated randomly. Because I'm sure everyone loves that. The Ocarina of Time OST is like... yeah, it's a couple of hours long, because Ocarina of Time has loads and loads of unique songs. Mario 64, remember, they had, it was either the first N64 game or the first big N64 game, so they were still sorting out a lot of the compression and stuff. Hence why, you know, all the worlds are just a floating box in sky. Mostly. I think the server's dying. We can just play on casual for the last 15 minutes. Tonight, I think it's a good plan. Let's go have a look quickly. Can I play Dire Dire Docks? If you really want. can play Dire Docks OST. Here we go. Dire Docks, there you go, how about that? Silver Gunner. That's not the real one. I want Kill the Sunner. There we go. Here we go. This is like the classic Mario, like water level music. It's solid. We can pump up a little bit because there's no one talking in mumble. I can also change the title of the stream to lowercase pubs because that will be terrifying. The chocolate you bought was for your siblings. You were like it was like £5. Oh, fair enough then. So I'm wondering how they make their money off of those tours. I'm wondering if they just like convince people to buy a bunch of stuff after giving them free samples, or if like they're just free because it's a good thing. There's actually no servers. I have like this thing up right now that I made up earlier to try and find pubs with players on them that aren't like trade servers, and there's none. You can try and remove fun. That's a bit of a general tag, but it gets rid of a lot of like the weird ones. Yeah, that didn't exactly help. Yeah, there's no pubs. Team Fortress has no one plays apparently in the evenings, so might even have to end the stream a bit earlier tonight as a result of that, because I don't know if I want to be playing 4v4 like Badwater for the whole evening. We'll just sit back. If we can get into a round, we'll finish it on that. Whew. Maybe I should just end the stream now. I'm kind of hungry. Do you have song request on? I don't, sorry. I use, all my songs are done through playlists and it would kind of screw with it. Woolen, what if you gave you the command that is MVP? I think I might actually end the stream. I'm quite tired and I don't know if we'll be able to find a game. So, scrim tonight, bonfire. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to end the stream then. Thank you all for watching. I don't think we're going to go find a pub. I'm going to go host someone else, so good night. We'll just do this OST tomorrow while you're doing we'll do TF2. We'll just play the Mario 64 OST. See you all tomorrow. Good night. Bye bye.